No. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you WWE RAW here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into, and it's going to be unpredictable, we hope, folks. But get in that chat, click all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, join the family, and let's go. No. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you Raw tonight. Yes, we are the channel that brings you more live streams than anybody else out there. Happy to be back at it again. Hoping everyone had a good weekend, a fun weekend. You're happy, healthy, and safe. You got Monday in the books, and you're ready to cap it off with a little bit of Raw tonight. We're going to be here to talk about it. Me and that pretty face got you for all the reaction to all the action. And we're looking forward to this one. I see that chat filling up already. Don't forget the little reaction buttons. Blow up that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Let us know what's on your wrestling mind. And if you don't know who we are, well, I'm Missed Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And we got all the fallout from Backlash. What's next with Jacob Fatu? Is he going to actually acknowledge as a tribal chief? Is Asuka retired, semi-retired, gone away, leaving WWE? We don't know. What's next for Will Tricks on SmackDown? But we're also going to see CM Punk here tonight. We've got the 6-person tag match with the Street Profits and Joe Hendry taking on the Vision.
Yeah, we also, had a couple things kind of trickle in, or speculation on what might happen here tonight. I believe the women's tag team champs will be in the building as well. And the big question is, will Jacob accept the invitation for the acknowledgement ceremony, if you will, for Roman Reigns tonight? So the setup is in. Again, a story that clearly didn't feel finished at the end of Backlash, Nick. Will Jacob be here? I think the answer is yes.
He's going to be there, but it's going to probably lead to the match at Clash.
Will he bend?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, especially with the way that Backlash ended. At Backlash, I think that I wish this feud had started a little bit later, because this is Roman's first feud. Jacob's not taking the belt off of Roman in his first feud. If this was closer to SummerSlam, I believe it a lot more that Jacob could actually win. With this here, it feels like Jacob's the really good starter feud.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like, I mean, they did get into it quickly. We kind of thought maybe someone else. It's kind of weird, the idea that, Jacob, a little bit of a transition challenger heading towards other things. I don't know. But, I mean, Jacob, the reaction, the vibe, the fight, the match they delivered, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Oh, 100%. Like I said on stream, and I've said many times before, that it's very much a dream match, even of just mine, if not other people's. And what we still got at Backlash was a fantastic match. Maybe the finish could have been a little bit better, but overall was still a fantastic match. And that story that they're telling with Mang, with Haku, with the Tongan Death Grip, I wish they had a little bit more runway with that.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, I think they did a good job in like you said, a very small window where maybe a little more runway would have felt better, but definitely putting it over. And I mean, I do believe, because Jacob has been so over with the fan base and this big guy jumping up to the top to hit a moonsault, the fans are probably going to cheer for that, no matter if he's bad or good. The Tongan Death Grip has way more, violence and aggression to it.
Oh, yeah. I would have loved, though, if they could have gotten it over a little bit more, made it feel slightly bit more impactful. But no, Jacob, I think, very much showed that he belongs. Anybody that was doubting that anymore After that match, Jacob is the guy. Jacob is going to be one of the top guys in WWE in the next 5 years.
Yeah, he's rolling. He's in the top of the field. He's gone through. He rubbed elbows with Drew McIntyre already. He's had some passings with guys like Cody. So he was flirting with this top group. Now he's in it, and I mean a viable contender. And again, if you want to surprise us, Triple H, if you want, to beat the AI charges, well, you know what? People say Roman can't lose his first feud after Mania. Maybe he can surprise us once in a while.
Well, it might be another thing that the dirt sheets can get wrong because, they already got wrong about who Danhausen's partner was. Remember, that was Jelly Roll, right? That was Jelly Roll. And then, we were going to get Kyrie was going to show up at Backlash. That didn't happen too. And now we're 0 for 2 on retirements that end up happening, or alleged retirements.
Serious question.
That happened that nobody knew about.
Right? The serious question here. How do you report on this in the same place? You report Kyrie has landed back in Japan, and then also report there's 50% chance she's coming to Backlash. Really? You should go for a sleeper?
We're hedging all our bets. I'm going to put money on red and black and, 00.
Right? Like, what are we doing here? But, yeah, I mean, a very intriguing thing. Will Asuka have any presence? Will it be talked about? That was one of the big things coming out of Backlash, Nick, is, and maybe it was, we overthought it because she talked about how important, EO's been to her and what this match meant to her. So we saw a long embrace, and a lot of us wrestling fans, jumped off a cliff a little and went like, oh shit, she's done. And even I did it, but maybe it was just a big moment between two people that genuinely feel for each other.
We've seen the whole gamut with this whole thing of it's on one hand, people bring up to where she's cut the promo before, the fire still burns, of
right.
Like you said, it could just be an emotional moment. I've seen that she's taking an indefinite leave because of personal reasons that no one wants to know about or disclose, I guess. I've also seen that she's semi-retired, that she's fully retired, that she's done with WWE. Well, the only thing I haven't seen is Kana is All Elite yet.
Not yet, right? I mean, again, we've covered the gambit just so we can't be wrong. She's active, semi-retired, and fully retired. So whatever she decides, we're good. We're good.
Like I said, we're hedging our bets. I got evens, odds, and the double zeros.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, we've talked a lot about the New Day lately because of their circumstance. We've talked about guys like Copeland. We've talked about the roles that Bailey's kind of fallen into. Asuka is kind of at that part of her career where she's the vet. You bring her in for a special occasion. Is she one of the people that they said, listen, we're going to use you less. It comes with a pay cut, high five.
I was going to bring up that exact point. I'm glad you did, because was she potentially one of those that got asked to take that 50-50 deal? And so she said, I'll do half the work for half the pay then.
Yeah. And I'm speculating, but maybe that is part of what, sometimes we don't get a full story from people. If they came to them and said, listen, we want to renegotiate because, we thought we were going to use you this much. We're only going to use you this much. So with the less workload is going to come less payload. Not making an excuse for them at all, but I mean, the idea that they was like, give us the exact same amount of work for half the money. You're like,
but even then, she wasn't exactly in a super prominent spot. She had been kind of, we just let go of Kyrie, half of this whole team. And I wish they used her more. Even during that match, I was wondering if that was going to set up to her having a singles run now out of this. But if she is actually retired or even semi or anything, if that's the last real full-time run or match that we see of Asuka, then 100% a Hall of Famer. In my eyes, one of the best to do it within WWE. Absolutely 10-year stud career.
Yeah, and a woman that was successful outside of the WWE was a big deal when she came in. Has one of the most outstanding, maybe the best run in NXT history, really, from start to finish. There's a couple in there that we could debate, but
she set the precedent for, I'm sorry, I broke it in your toy and I have to give you the belt back.
And then, and her time on the main roster was great, and she had some big moments. I kind of felt I didn't love when Charlotte beat her. Like, it was almost like Charlotte had to end the streak because Charlotte was Vince's girl kind of thing.
As a Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, I kind of didn't love it, but no, Asuka's a Hall of Famer. Asuka's been great. I imagine we'll see her again. I mean, we got lots going on. So, I mean, I love Asuka. I love what she's done. We'll see where this goes. EO, I'm excited for her. She got a big win. Where does she go now? Because she's kind of been lost in the mist with, Rhea left her. Asuka's feud is now done and
She's
over
literally
with.
been in the mist out there. That's why she had to use the Barrett's notes and everything to block it. But
Right.
yeah, across the board, the whole women's division now feels like it's getting a shakeup.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the roster getting a big shakeup, and I mean, from bottom to top. And I know people don't love the releases. I know people have some question, get upset about some of the releases, and there's a valid debate as far as who you let go and who you keep. It's no different than like watching Mitch Marner, lead the playoffs as a Leaf fan, as he's doing it for Vegas. That's what this feels like sometimes, and when we get it, we can debate that. Did they let the wrong guy go? But ultimately, Backlash delivers pretty good. I think the usual crew didn't love it, but I thought overall it was a really strong show. The in-ring was good. 5 matches, but I thought all 5 matches served a purpose. And you either love or hate Danhausen. You can pick.
I thought it was better than night one, honestly, of
Yep.
WrestleMania. And a lot of those matches probably were going to be on night one. And I think that's what really helped it. It wasn't bogged down by advertisements, by the extra match, I think helped with the pacing. Danhausen, that match in the middle of the show was, I think, actually the right call. They managed to fucking pull that off out of their rabbit out of their ass. But I think that worked as the breather in between. I really loved the show. Of outside of maybe some hiccups and some slip ups, especially in like Seth versus Braun, it was pretty much I don't want to say perfect, but a damn solid good show.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I know some people tried to hang their hat on like a couple missteps here or there, and I know, I mean, again, I really think that sometimes people need to go back and watch some of the older wrestling and these big old grizzly bear men just clawing each other, and it looked clunky and bumpy, and we see the highlight reels where Ric Flair looked smooth as butter, but there were some moments and some matches just like anyone else. So I think ultimately it was a really good show. I know Seth and Braun had the hiccup or two, but that's when I think that shit happens when your intensity level is up.
But it even wasn't bogged down with ads or anything. Like the pacing of the show was really good. I don't think I saw even a Slim Jim table. We never snapped into a Slim Jim.
Not off the top of my head. And that's what I said before, Nick. Like, if the show is good, if you get a really good wrestling match, followed by a really good wrestling match, all of a sudden the other side shit doesn't seem as noticeable. But it's when the show's lagging and you're not getting very excited about what's being delivered, you really you start counting them, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14.
Right. That's when the stopwatch society pops up.
Right. Speaking of stopwatches in the society, I guess somehow
society fits better.
Right, top 3 from last night. This may be inaccurate. YouTube goes through funky moments with us or with the world. But so Spaz Jose Ronan, we're going to give you guys credit. But that's your chat points. The more you chat, the more points you get. Super chat, super stickers get you a bonus. So get in the chat. Don't forget to click the little reaction button. They help the algorithm. They invite people over. And I mean, why not help people find a place that's talking about wrestling, having fun, having a good time, not airing all their insecurities and sadness and, misfortunes on everybody.
Right. And I don't know if you have it. Yes, there you go. Well, because I was going to say Ronan, after round and caught a double out there of top 3 and getting, the predictions title, which I know you sent, what the tiebreaker was. And it was very interesting of coming down to literally how long our stream was pretty much the tiebreaker on this.
It was a tiebreaker between a few names. Ronan will pull it out. I was kind of chuckled at the idea that I missed it by a minute, by less than a minute. It would have been 45 seconds. I was like, "Ooh, let's go!" So that worked out pretty well. Nick was hoping to go an extra hour, but no, I mean it's awesome. Ronan's been a champ multiple times, and so get your votes in. Let us know. for all the prediction titles. They will be coming up. Double or Nothing, Saturday Night Main Events, Clash.
Why do I feel like MDB or Reader has like an actual, or maybe Bradley has like a full chart, like an actual log of predictions titles out there, reigns, lengths, all of that.
You know what? It's funny because I almost wish we would have thought of. I would have thought of that ahead of time. This is where we're just like on the spur of the moment, and we're like, oh yeah, okay. We just started doing shit. So I wish we had a better tracking system. Maybe one day we'll have enough time.
Yeah, no, trust me, we're very yes-anding this. If most of this hadn't already given it away, it's very much improv, right? Yes-and. See, again, we're unscripted, we're unfiltered, we're uncut, we're raw, baby. What?
That's it. But yeah, folks, I mean, anyone has an empty afternoon and want to go through all our post pay-per-view shows and check on some of the former
Bradley.
But no, shout out,
calling out names.
Right, volunteer Bueller. Zach
Dufresne, search party at 2. Dufresne, search party at 2.
National Eat What You Want Day. KJ, is that why?
Where's that? That's Monday. That's just Monday.
That's a Monday. That's why the Duchess is hiding from me all day. Get over here. Where are you?
Whoa now, whoa.
It's the day. Kevin, you gotta celebrate the days on the days. But welcome back, Kevin. Thank you, Zach, for that. Eric's back with us. Happy birthday to Zarya. And my Wizards won the #1 pick. It's so funny. We won the #1 pick. Like, Leafs just did it. But did you really win it, or did you lose into the #1 pick? Like, I feel like winning is the wrong wording.
Well, with the lottery system, is that a bit of it? Excuse me, that it is kind of you won it to an extent, because there's no guarantee that if you were the worst team that you get the top pick, unlike the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing with hockey, right? You have a group in the lottery kind of. So I mean, it's I get it. You feel like you won. I guess. I mean, if your team sucked,
well, if your franchise sucks that it's in the lottery, no disrespect to anybody out there, I wouldn't know what that feels like lately. But
shit.
If your team's in the lottery and you have, say, like a 5% chance, like you with the Leafs, have like a 5 to an 8% chance to actually get the #1 draft pick. Like, if you're the Leafs and you slid into that, that's a fucking solid pick. It's like the Chiefs ended up in the 9th pick in the NFL draft because they had a bad year.
Yeah, it's crazy how, I mean, again, in some teams we joke where they accidentally win too much at the end of the year. You're like, why'd you do that? Calgary.
Right.
But Damien back with us. Happy birthday to Zarya. Looking forward to Roman and Jacob's segment for sure. That's going to be epic. Should be big. Oba's got an open challenge. So that's still going. We'll see how long that goes. At what point
I like it. I have no issues with the open challenge.
Here's my 2 minor issues, and I don't hate it at all because I love that they're giving this guy matches. The only guy that wrestles more than Oba Femi is Darby Allin, who's never apparently going to stop. But I think with Oba, at what point do people start saying, no, we don't want to wrestle him? Like, nobody volunteers, because why would you? So almost at some point, like, Oba's got to go pick a fight.
Does the level increase, though?
It has to. Like, we saw it. Like, we've gone up to, I know people are going to say, well, Otis, but I mean, in stature, Otis was a step up. Yeah, eventually he has to beat up somebody that, like, people keep saying Sheamus, but if Sheamus shows up, takes an L to Oba, then all right, and then what? It didn't really help. So he's got to get into something with somebody. Like, someone's got to kick him in the head when he's not looking. Someone's got to hit and run, stick and move.
You can wait till probably June, though. I think you can still run this for a bit. Like, you don't have to do this tomorrow. Because, I mean, John Cena was just putting him over during his announcement and everything. This guy is ready-made package. Like, the thing that we're arguing about is that, is he, like, do you fast-track him too much? Versus how do we get this guy over?
Right. Now, a lot of people are assuming or feel like the John Cena Classic. If you don't know, there will be a new title, a new show, a tournament.
Don't ask us to try and explain the rules. It's whose belt is it anyway? The matches are made up and the points don't matter.
right? We just randomly pick winners. I don't know how the fuck we're gonna do this, but stay tuned. We will have more on that. But this, almost feels like it's going to be Oba's thing. Like Oba's gonna be this.
I don't want him by it. I don't
Yeah, do
want
you
him
not
in
think
it.
it'd be like an unnecessary
I
thing of
think
like,
he's above it.
yeah,
I think he's above it.
I think
Maybe
that's
just for the inaugural, just because John Cena puts him over.
yeah,
But do you have an NXT talent win the first one?
Is it like the Continental? Then do you defend it all year around,
Or is it
just
like
tournament?
how Braun Strowman has the longest reigning championship with the
When
greatest
are
Royal
they?
Rumble ever?
Anybody know when they're actually like? Are we crowning the winner at like Crown Jewel? Or I mean, Night of Champions. Rumors.
I have more questions about this thing than I do answers, because we don't know if it's a tournament or not. We don't know if it's just an event, how they decide, when they decide, who they decide.
They said we're going to have a new event. All right, great. When? You should probably come out with that at the same time. Like, we're going to have a new event, this place and time. Like, stay tuned. We'll let you know when we know. Like, what?
But again, like, could you do a whole King of the Ring kind of thing? It's very taboo Tuesday, Cyber Sunday. Right. They're going to fix the voting. If you actually think that voting's on the up and up, then you haven't listened to Nick Khan or Mark Shapiro or any TKO can call or meeting or interview at any point, and you're new to the game, because they're going to fix that however they want.
Yeah, like, I mean, we all remember Cyber Sunday and like, oh, what are the odds? Like, they were like, nobody voted for him. That's ridiculous. I don't get it. I hope they explained it wrong and they got to sit down and kind of like clarify what the rules are. This idea that you can win a wrestling match, but the fans, like, again, it's so weird, because whoever's more popular between the two, regardless of who wins or does better, is going to win the vote. It's kind of odd.
Cut to the clip of John Cena going to John Laurinaitis. You're a loser, loser. Yeah, so that's going to be the one that could win that whole thing, as someone who loses matches.
Well, like, imagine like Gunther's in the tournament and they give him some NXT kid, they choke him out, but the fans vote for the guy who's passed out.
Twitter had a voice ever.
Sorry, Gunther, you lose. What are we doing? I don't get it. I don't quite get it.
That's the thing. Respectfully, if you believe that they're gonna be on the up and up truly with all of this, then I got some swampland in the Sahara to sell to you. Yeah.
And I mean, I always felt like, I'm always cautious where I feel people could be exaggerating TKO's involvement. But this situation with John Cena feels very TKO. Like, the whole concept of it all feels like, who the fuck came up with this?
It's a involuntary or involuntary poll. It's a whole barometer of how does the audience at home, not just in the arena, feel about XYZ talent. If we're going to try and go by this, I bet you there's going to be some that actually get voted and get an actual push behind it, because WWE realizes, hey, they're behind this person. But somebody's going to get over a Zack Ryder, what have you, that wasn't supposed to get over. And then how do we go with that?
Oh, great. They're voting for Will Cruz to beat Gunther. Now what do we do?
Will Cruz is a guy, or Rooks out there. Checkmate is a guy who I think could actually be the first winner, because Cena's out there putting him over. He's big, he's bad, he'll body slam your dad.
I mean, he's big. I love it. I really do. As we know more, folks, we'll let you know. It's been kind of quiet, so we don't know. We don't fully know, but Ken is with us. Happy Raw Day. I see Brandon Thurston reports Tony Khan. So yeah, this is a story that came up today. There's issues, and apparently there's unpaid fees due to AEW from Triller themselves, or revenue.
Do you want to talk about this, or you want to rapid fire? Because we got like 5 minutes.
We got a rapid fire. We'll put a pin in the.
Trust me, we ain't gonna let that one off the hook. That one's not getting off the boat here.
The fallout from Backlash, Ronan, the new champ. And what will the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns have to say tonight, following somewhat questionable? Now, it was a questionable victory, as Jacob did hit the turnbuckle. And again, it was a bit of a kerfuffle. So we'll find out. Clay Lewis, Garrett, go what?
just real quick, does Jacob get suspended for putting his hands on officials? Excuse me.
Maybe.
Jesus.
Why not? I mean, again, if it's a way to keep them apart and such, it's possible, but it maybe just makes them worse.
Right.
Ronan, Kevin, Christian, Mr. Stormy, Jason, how you doing? Michael Campbell, Roll Tie, Damien got you. Ken already saw you. Sean Reed, Safit, Big Ones. Dun, dun, dun. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol is on the loose on a Monday. How you doing, friend? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Bernard is with us. J-Boy, I see you. Lots of names. Get in that chat. As we approach 100, be a friend, tell a friend, share this link with everybody you know, as we want to fill up all these streams and have a good time. Every night the wrestling is on. Adrian, Evan, Vance, let's go. How we doing as we are about 4 minutes away from this bad boy? Paul Carpenter's back with us. Cooper, or don't forget we have Twitch. Thank you, Cooper. Always makes me think of Twitch. So we have a Twitch. Go follow us over there. But OG Dale, the solution. Welcome, 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 welcome. Guardians back. Bradley, the giver of gifts. Sean Reed, we got you. All right, Nick. I think it's 316. So almost every Wesley. How you doing?
I got
Cherokee.
Lady B.
Lady B.
The Continental Classic begin.
The Continental Classic is great.
Well, and MDB had one like the International Championship or something like that. He had a point on it too. I saw Paul was out there trying to say something just to get me going and get me wound up. So I don't know what you said, Paul, but repeat it. Solution, I see you. Wesley, what up? 316. Oh, no, you're good. I can pull that. As Spaz with a $10 super chat. Hey, my guys, looking forward to this because my day be daying. Yeah, sometimes you'll be doing that, especially on a Monday.
Mondays.
Yeah. Thanks for all you do. All you do for days like this. Appreciate everyone in this chat. Can we all call the Cena Classic the C2? No one's using that.
That's kind of funny. I kind of like the C2.
Yeah, see the Continental Classic.
Right. I wonder if this, I don't know. It feels very speedy. Like speed title.
They have a speed title. Like, well, if this is an actual defended title, I can't confirm fully if this is the accurate number, but this would put from Evolve to Raw across all WWE shows, this would put them as having 25 active titles.
It's fucking nuts.
That is way too much. I understand that's like 4 shows. That's still way too much.
Yeah, it feels like a lot. I mean, we even talk about the men's not needing 2 sets of titles. They can break down to 1 in the tag team division. I don't mind 2 mid cards on each side, but the shows aren't really split enough to really care. So we'll see what they do with that.
Do we still like the 2 women's mid cards, respectfully?
No. Actually, if you be honest, it always feels like one's going pretty good and the other one's not doing anything. The US title's all but been lost on SmackDown. Chelsea made it good, but you can't even blame the athletes. I mean, it's just they're not booking the US title.
There's no story. There's no creative behind it. What?
Maybe Tiff will make it better, but maybe
even then, Tiffany's still in the Julia situation. She just faced Kiana after she rematched Julia, or she had the first match with Julia. I mean, Becky, is it going to be Becky's soul? That might be more interesting because Becky's coming off of the AJ Lee thing.
Right.
Like you said, it feels like there's a trade-off of like either one's over and the other's not, or vice versa. Because when Chelsea was the women's US title holder, you had Lyra as the IC holder, and that was kind of middling.
A little bit. I mean, I think in order to make those mid-card titles mean something and the tag team titles mean something, you really have to kind of have that definitive line and use those to highlight the shows. Like, we're not going to see the world champion on every single fucking show, which we will talk about at some point today, as another title match has been announced. Takeshita will get Darby on Wednesday.
Well, that was the Okada one. But yeah. Well, there's a whole other reason that we can take umbrage with Darby, but
there's so much to get into. Right. But I'm getting the Netflix logo, sir.
I have it now too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben. Ooh.
We've been actually pretty solid. They've been doing us some favors out here. Yes, we're like seconds.
Come a little closer.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, it blinked.
There we go. But Stoner Jesus, yo, 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 what's up, my peeps? As we are together.
May the blood be with you, sir, and also with you. We are together. You can sync up right into a package from Backlash and all the media that covered it.
And well, even that crowd was really solid. Like that whole event came off really fucking well.
That is the one real solid thing I have. When you try and defend some of the things that are happening in WWE right now, I like lately, I said it Monday, I said it Friday, I think I said it the Friday before. The crowds for Raw and SmackDown have been great. The crowd for Backlash was great. Like they're buzzing for so many parts of the show. Even if people feel like the shows aren't what they should be, the people going are fucking killing it lately.
For every coach in the bro that don't like, Danhausen, that whole fucking crowd sit there and turned around and went from not liking Minihausen to that got over. There's some people that might have been their fucking highlight of the night.
Right? Again, it's dumb, but like I think
the crowd visibly gasped when Kip Wilson can hit a goddamn mirror to reverse the curse.
We all did. Oh no!
I sat there and partner with Minihausen's getting pinned. Somebody do something. The Minihausens are all just celebrating.
I love that. Somebody do something, damn it!
Right.
But yeah, as though we're getting streamers react.
Now is this gonna be? This is gonna be a fucking
all
thing.
The rest of them. They're down to two. Well, they got two.
Yeah.
All the other ones are upset.
Yeah, what up? Roderick, what up? Raw will be epic, I believe.
Oh wow, we're both leaving tonight. I'm in.
Are you surprised that they couldn't ever even just do something solo with him and just get more real with it? Get rid of the spooky a bit, but talk about that's my brother.
Yeah, maybe just be Bo Dallas, the guy who lost, his best friend. Maybe that works. That could go. I don't see why that couldn't work. I don't know, Bo. I mean, again, Bo had great success in NXT. Sorry, I'm getting the Yahoo Sports Reigns El Las Fatu. But I mean, ultimately, dude, I just, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what you think about it.
Well, I think that they could have done something with that. I know the Wyatt Six thing of you could have just peeled back the spookiness of it and just, this is me talking about my brother and what he meant. But have you overused the Wyatt stuff now to where it's another Wyatt thing?
You can never go back. The only way, like, I mean, not that you couldn't bring Bo in with a different vibe. I don't know. Like Bo never really. I mean, I give him credit. Like they made the B team work when they got.
Well, when he was kind of those promos and he's talking to Howdy, he's essentially talking to himself. Yeah. If he would have just done that and really, like, if he was just doing it on his own, I feel like that could have gotten over.
It might have worked better. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, man, because I was a fan. I kind of wanted to, especially after what happened with Bray, I was really hoping that Bo could come back and have a really kind of inspiring run. It just didn't work out. And then, booking let him down in a lot of ways.
Right. As I got Oba walking through, Paige wearing a hat to cover up the fucking stitches.
EO signing autographs. EO versus Ruka tonight?
Oh, yo. See, why wouldn't you advertise that? That's just some of this shit. Like, that's even a thing with people that, it's going to be CM Punk's Danhausen's partner. Why wouldn't you advertise CM Punk?
No, I will say the Punk thing. I don't mind if it would have been a surprise because it would have got everyone like to pop.
Well, when we went back into the coding machine, we kind of thought it maybe.
Yeah, no, and I understand you're not wrong with the thought at all, but I think that like again, telling us right as the show's starting, that should have been out there. That should have been circling you know, people are going to tune in to see EO Soul. Like that's
100. That's a match you tune in for as Roman.
Roman get jumped right now. Jump him.
Well,
oh, Pierce.
Well, I like though that this is going to be the whole relationship between these two. Of like, even when Roman's walking through Gorilla the other week, of will you shut up? I can't. It's my job. Now, also, Roman allegedly pulled from June dates. Then all of a sudden re-added. You know, some people it was a contract thing. You had to work the deal out, bro.
Oh, he got his belt back. So they're gonna fire Jacob?
Should they just give this man the big Goldie, please? Like, he's the only person I've seen that makes the world title look like an intercontinental title because he makes it look small.
Does he? I guess he's a big dude. But so Pierce says Jacob's not here, I think. But he's planning to fire Jacob. Roman says no, he has to acknowledge me. As Roman goes,
is that going to be part of the story? Because remember, it was all part of it. Of Roman didn't open the door for Jacob, Solo did, and now you were about to be gone, and now you can either have that's going to be you put Jacob over a barrel. God damn,
they go all out on this one. We're starting with the 6-man tag by the looks of it.
Yeah, but them coming out to Braun Breaker's entrance, like, god damn.
Right.
I went to Raw and a metal concert broke out. But if they play that into with Roman and Jacob of, I'm the reason you still have a job. You can either acknowledge me or you're out at this point.
Oh, force him to bend the knee? That's interesting.
But does that make Roman the uber heel at that point? Like, that's Roman back as full heel?
It would feel like Jacob would get the cheer, that like he'd steal that away. And Roman, you know, Jacob's still not getting as much heat as, you know, like as trying to make him the bad guy in all this. The fans still really like him. Now they did boo some stuff because he snapped. Right now we got Crazy Jacob. What is Crazy Jacob gonna do?
They're not going to boo Jacob. They're not going to boo Jacob. It's much easier to get them to boo Roman again than it is for them to get them to boo Jacob.
Mm-hmm. Breaker's new music does go kind of hard. I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, it popped. I caught me off guard of just all of a sudden.
Paul Heyman's got a mic. Heyman's got a mic.
Ladies and gentlemen. Well, this man was going through all of the emotions during that Breaker match. And now how much does he really rock with the Vision if he's out there helping Gunther?
Well, I mean, his focus, and I mean, he can multitask. It's not the first time he's had a stable of people with vested interest. I love the fans were literally boo, boo, Paul Heyman, boo, boo. Like, really? They're booing the shit out of him. Stop to say his name.
But Paul's over. Always will be over. I have never seen a moment to where Paul Heyman couldn't work a crowd.
Yeah, I mean, almost you like if he wants you to boo him, you almost boo him out of respect. Right? Like you're like, oh yeah, all right, this is what he's doing.
Well, even the method acting that he sits there and goes through to where he's out there, you know, unshaven and been crying right before he goes and gets interviewed after, you know, Roman Reigns left him.
Right.
Would you want Braun and Heyman just together, just those two? Like at this point, we can lose Theory and Logan.
Why would you lose them? You got a badass stable.
Do you?
You got the tag team champions,
Lawbreaker and Clingers on.
They're tag champs, and they're fucking excellent. They're killing it.
We're
Why?
talking about how the tag team division is dead, and you're praising up the tag team champions
They
like
got
they're
gold.
the fucking
Now
flag bearers. So then they're the ones most
Them versus
responsible.
Street
You're the
Profits
ones
is
leading
actually
this.
exciting. Them versus Street Profits is actually exciting, but why would we break up this group? I know you don't like factions, but they haven't even worked much together. They're still missing
That's part of why.
But I mean, these three together are excellent with Paul. Again, it's the current day Dangerous Alliance in a big way.
Would you add Gunther just straight into the fold?
No. Gunther's kind of his own thing.
Fair enough. I mean, it would have been like what if you brought Brock into it?
Who? The Rock?
Brock.
Brock, yeah. Well, at this point, we're assuming we're never going to see Brock again.
So now we're putting over the tag champs, your favorites out there.
There you go. They're killing it. Future world champion Logan Paul, future world champion Austin Theory. They're getting reaction.
Is this the trajectory you thought for Austin Theory when he was unmasked?
Yeah, pretty much. He was joining a faction. Yeah, so I think it's going the way I assumed. And he got gold, so I think he's pretty happy.
You didn't think he would have been a sleeper cell or something?
No.
Could have been something.
Could have been, but he... Oh. But that versus Street Profits is actually exciting. It gives me hope.
For the Street Profits. I would love to see the Street Profits with these tag titles.
For sure, but they're going to have trouble getting them. I think they will get them, as they should, but they're going to have trouble getting them.
Oh, what about this Joe Hendry name?
There we go.
You said his name and he appears. Actually, the Street Profits appear.
Yeah, the wrong music came on. What are we doing?
Is Joe Hendry going to come out and hit a gritty? He would have grittied?
Yes. Street Profits. Get your votes in, folks. Polls up already. The Vision taking on the Profits and Joe. Let's go.
Could this very much be a strong nobody candidate?
Yeah, this could end up in a schmoz. Get messy.
Now, but is there no DQ in a 6-man tag match?
No, there's DQ. It's a tag match.
6-man tag match.
That doesn't matter.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't.
No, it never does. That's like a triple threat matters, but not a 6-man tag. 6-man tag unless otherwise noted. Street Profits in the building. Montez got a mic. Oh,
and she's been with the baby.
She's having my baby. She's having my baby. There we go.
All of Memphis, Tennessee. The Street Profits, they have to win these tag belts at some point, right? Like they feel like it's so weird, like they're late to the party a little bit because now it feels like most of the tag team division has been gutted a bit, and now they're here.
Yeah, no, I mean them coming back adds a big addition. Definitely, again, the guys that are going to kind of carry this division, what it is, or whether it's good or bad, they're going to be one of the faces of it until otherwise noted. So they're going to get those belts. But for the first time,
but like Motor City is gone. You've got the New Day gone. You've got a lot of teams that they could have worked with gone.
Not doing anything. So no core of the tag team division really got hurt. Like they're just, again, I mean, it sounds good on paper. Like they gutted it. They got rid of 2 tag.
What is the core of the tag team division?
It didn't exist. The people that they fired didn't have an impact on that. Like
right.
They weren't.
I'm asking you. So then, what is the core?
This is the core. You're looking at it right now.
Two teams
in front of you. You want the smoke.
So right here, right now, this man was born ready.
This is good, and like you said, they're tag-alongs. These guys are solid.
But you don't think that at some point they're going to do just Braun and Heyman?
No, I don't think so. Not
Can
in
we
almost like
fire
whoa.
Logan Paul?
As Joe comes out of the crowd, everybody now.
Can we fire? Can we fire Logan Paul?
Paul.
The crowd swaying. Corey Graves is singing. So we're going to do this straight into a commercial?
Probably.
So we'll come back in 3 minutes and they're still going, Paul, can we fire?
I mean, a good sing-along is a good way to kill the commercial for the live crowd, as it's still live on my screen. And yeah, we're still singing.
Fair enough, but it seems like it's all first verse. All first verse.
All very first verse heavy.
But is Joe Hendry going to work on the main roster? I know we've kind of thought he is, but is he going to be able to flourish and not just be comedy act?
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I think he can actually wrestle. That's where the key becomes. Like, if the fans are into him, oh, here comes Theory, kicked in the face, as we're off and running. Joe Hendry jumps off the table, and the match has begun. But yeah, I think Joe fits the main roster better than he fits NXT, which sounds weird.
Well, no, I mean Trick kind of did that, so
yeah, to an extent for sure.
But is there ever a point to where Joe Hendry completely shifts away from say his name and he appears?
I think so. I mean, at some point in his career, I mean, there probably is going to be a moment where he's like, let's try something new. I know of a very heelish Joe Hendry, which will be very well, Joe can do it very well. Joe can be a heel. Joe can be, troublesome if he wants to be. So we'll see.
Right,
what up, TK? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Well, you don't like his avatar of you and TK hanging out?
Is it me and TK this time? There you go. There you go. Touching tips. Gingerly.
You're doing the Triple H finger poke. I think that's just how wrestlers pose for pictures, is they constantly have to just be doing this.
Fun fact, Joe Hendry will be released before Logan Paul.
No.
Probably, I don't know. So it's gonna be a weird one. We'll track it. Well, you keep an eye on it, Paul. Let us know.
Well, there's been the whole people that, it's so tone deaf because Logan's saying that he's unfireable after they just fired people. And Joe Hendry's doing a song about, can we fire this person? Oh, I know. And I know it is very much a performative piece. But I did just want to acknowledge the sappy crappies.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that. I mean, again, like, get out of your own way, people. Suck it the fuck up. Live a little. God, you're making life no fun. Yeah, I mean, it's not insensitive. It's part of the show. And again, I think Joe played into it as far as like, look, we're firing everybody. You want to take this guy too? Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, but what a shitty way to go through life, just trying to be offended the whole time.
Like what? Like, are you like? You're like,
what? Who wakes up and wants to be upset, offended? Like, it's the same people. Oh, I bet you hate this because you watch it all the time. No, why the fuck would I do that? What? I'm not a masochist or a sadist.
Right.
I want to enjoy what I'm doing, not just wake up offended, bothered, upset, any of that.
I mean, to put it bluntly, it's generally a bunch of people that really need to get laid. But I mean, just guessing. There's a correlation between bitchiness and assholishness and not getting any. So fix that, folks. Work on that. Spend your days working on that, opposed to working on bitching and complaining.
Yeah, Bivens.
Yeah, Bivens.
I'm back in action as Logan right now, working over Dawkins.
48% of the chat, 50 took the Profits and Joe, 47 took the Vision. So neck and neck.
It does kind of get interesting of where do you fully go with here. This is, like you said, the Vision hasn't worked together. So is this the Vision finally started to kind of work together? Or oh Jesus, is Braun's
100%.
line,
Yeah.
or is this going to be the baby faces go over to set up the tag title match?
Well, I mean, the babyface is getting a win here because they actually beat the champ, and then they say, "Ha, because we won this match, we should get a title shot." I'm okay with that. That could happen for sure.
Does it count on if you don't call it a title eliminator?
Yes. Well, I mean, if you do it properly, you shouldn't have to call it an eliminator. Those
Right.
goddamn matches. But no, I mean, I think Seth could get involved here. I think others could kind of be a problem. But at the end of the day, you're going to set up profits for the tag titles. And I don't know. Maybe do we get Joe and Braun as a one-off at some point?
That would be very interesting. I think that's kind of, if you're doing profits and tag titles, then that's where you would break it down to, is Braun versus Joe. And
Right.
that's a match I don't think people will expect to be as good as it'll be, hopefully, but Braun has to win that.
Yeah, I would say so. I think so. And again, you would hope that kind of the Uber babyface would recover pretty okay from a loss, especially to a loss like a guy like a oh, I like that.
To a the guy, is
To a guy
Braun
like
kind of
Braun,
still
yeah.
the guy?
Nice drop into the European uppercut. So good tandem offense here by the Vision. And just remember,
Clothesline.
like the Vision, we thought it was going to be something, and then it became something else. And then when we thought it was going to be something, then we lost everybody. So really, it's kind of like them finally getting going. Like it's been a diesel engine. It's taken a while to heat up here.
They've had a lot of cataracts. They've had some, glaucomas and everything like that. They needed some more vitamins.
Right. But Logan Paul takes out Dawkins off the apron. Almost misses the splash. Tag to Joe.
Well, just
Now
Joe
it does
saying,
feel like. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
It does feel like being that the whole song is Fire Logan Paul, that perhaps it's Logan versus Joe.
So then you do Braun and Theory as the tag team?
No,
like
you'd almost have like Joe cost them the tag titles, then Logan fights Joe, but here comes Theory.
Braun goes something completely different.
Well, Braun still got Seth in his rear view, so we don't know how close Seth is to is Seth still lurking? Is this still undone? And based on
how long, and this is completely off the cuff, how long till we get an Oba Femi Braun Breaker stare down even? They cross paths. They look each other side-eye.
I hope they don't do any of the side-eye or crossing paths thing for a while, just because, I mean, that generally means they're not going to do it forever. I do think it's a long ways away. I think it's,
fair enough.
They stay away from each other for at least the next 8 to 12 months.
Touche. Had to ask.
I think, anyway.
Spaz with $5 saying, am I off if I say the better match would be Montez versus Logan 1v1? Also, Breaker is the most. My intro needs pyro, but I don't have pyro guy right now. Yeah. I kind of I like that it doesn't. I like the tunnel shot and everything.
It used to. Did it not at one point have a little bit of pyro? Or am I making that up?
Well, did we even get the sirens tonight? Because normally we get that before.
Well, they give us like the usher, like the laser show. And then and then they did the siren and the smoke.
This is getting really nerdy and really nitpicky right now. I would do the sirens with, maybe you do the fucking Scott Steiner, just the red light going around or anything like that. Well, and then as you cut into the songs, that's when you do the light show and everything. Or even if you needed to do that and then go right into the shot to where he's at the entrance ramp with all the fucking smoke and everything. It's such a unique entrance. Ooh. I don't want to touch with it too much. Like, he's over. He's going to be a guy.
A really clunky takedown. It looked like just brute force followed by punches, and Joe's in trouble.
You say that as I have Jey Uso doing the cricket commercial sinus autograph of a really clunky takedown.
Right. The IWC is full of Karens and Darrens who want to have the high ground on morality when I don't give an ounce of an F. about being the good guy. Not only that, generally, I find from my experience, the Karens and the Darrens are usually the worst people, the worst of the worst, right? And not just because they annoy us, but like everything they project out is everything they are. And that's what the IWC is, just such a bad habit of like, oh, that probably because no, that's how you behave. So you assume that's how we behave. Oh, all these streamers are just fake reactions. No, that's how you behave. That's not how we behave.
As I've said, every accusation is an omission. And I think very much that social media is just for social posturing of, do you really believe that many people are this way or that way? Like, think about how many up in arms moves of we want Cross, we want Kyrie, we want Truth, that all just all we are is dust in the wind.
Like, I mean, we've been here for a
It's
while.
posturing to fucking look good. No one on social media truly, I feel, or there's a very few group. Most of the people are very much, they're doing that because that's the perception that they want to present. That is not who they actually are.
No, and they're just constantly in rebel, like, we're not gonna take it. Like everything. Like there's everything that happens. We're not gonna take it.
But there's no consistency on anything. It's very much of just what is the tide against.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, what is the standard? These goalposts are loose.
Loosey goosey. That's
Oh,
why no one.
Montez.
That's why the Bills lost all them Super Bowls. They were all wide right.
Wide right. As Montez laying waste to everybody in the vision. Backflip. Oh, I like the pace of this. Yo, the Profits, I really do think the Profits versus the Vision for the tag titles is going to cook. It's going to cook whenever they do it. If they do it in Italy, it's going to be
because you're going to get Logan Paul. You're going to get that moment of Logan Paul and Montez for like the Street Profits to me are the better tag team, are the star of this. They should have been at the top for a minute.
Yeah, but no. The star of this is the Vision. They are the top guys in this. They are with Paul Heyman.
Braun Breaker is the top guy.
The Street Profits are the guys that we haven't seen in a hot minute that we're hoping they can come back and do something. But
I think they're very much doing something.
But I don't know if that's how we felt a minute ago. But I mean, the Vision are the stars of this. Like they are the ones being chased. They are the champs.
I think they have a lame leg and are getting chased down.
I think you dislike personalities and you're refusing to see anything outside of they're not good. They're killing it. They're murder.
No, because I still the same personality. I think you think I dislike you. If you ever thought I thought you think you thought you think that I still think is actually a solid become a pro wrestler, but I do think that it's much more sum of parts than the collection of the whole at this point.
You see that about every faction.
Yes, because I'm mostly right.
6 Dark State. You don't like factions.
Release.
Just say it. I don't like factions.
But we are a faction. How can I not like factions when we are a faction? I hate myself.
Oh, see?
No! Seth! Oh! Where did he come from? I'm thinking the same thing, Corey. 2,
there you go. Roll back the tape, folks. How did I say this was going down? Seth causes the Profits to get a dub. Now they get a title shot.
He also said the Vision gets a clean dub. He also...
I did not. Run back the tape.
You literally can run back to tape.
No pyro, though. Yeah, no pyro. Oh, the old one didn't have pyro. You're right. I felt like he had like the torch pyro.
Yeah, but see, also the Profits don't fuck with.
Oh. Well, that's not very nice of Seth, Dick.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is I was about to say the Profits don't fuck with Seth. They fuck with Joe. They don't fuck with Seth.
They don't love, but they're not going to like Seth after this either.
Why is Seth is just doing John Wick with the black tie, the black suit, and everything? Oh yeah, see, Montez is going to just look at what happened and say, "Fuck you."
Right.
Oh, now you're gonna show me?
Montez versus Seth. Sign me up.
Yo,
Sign me up for that, Diddy. What?
no, don't you say that.
No,
Don't you
yes,
ever say that.
that's gone. No,
I don't feed
I'm
fan. Oh
excited.
my god, it got worse. His mask has somehow gotten worse.
Mick, cut me, Mick. I
Look,
can't see.
I got a Lucha. I got a Grande mask at home. Now you buy a Grande mask from the store? No, you got a Grande mask at home.
Here, quick, glue these stars under this sock. Uh-oh. Liv and Dom Dom.
Fucking
The
hell.
Heartbreaker, Liv Morgan.
Why is that making me laugh so much?
But they just cut him open. Like, they literally gave him a
like
sock.
Ricky with a fucking knife on his face.
Over. You don't have to say over when you say over.
Over. But that's the thing. They're wearing like fucking lumberjack gear. Like, Julius Creed has Carhartt overalls on. What is this?
This is lucha business.
Serious. This is serious.
You're not even a luchador.
Ha ha. What you say?
I don't know Spanish. I know what that meant.
Exactly. What you say, puta?
Jeez.
Ask Liv. Liv can translate it for you.
Yeah, no shit. MDB, I hear you, buddy. That's a lot of times. Over the last, like 2026, I've really dialed back how much I will pay attention to that side of things, because it's just you're spinning your wheels. I thought they got released, but Los Garza is still here.
They've been teasing their release for a hot minute. Well, can we honestly just I feel admit on certain platforms they are very much just bots, like, and it's now getting more obvious to where like this account has no posts, like 10 followers, but follows like 347 accounts, like, and has no avatar picture. Like, okay, you're not gonna get me, Dave Meltzer.
One of my favorite things that happens at times is like somebody will come in and be like extremely rude or offensive, and then you just all of a sudden you're getting hit with a few of them, and then you block one and all of them disappear, and you're like, oh, was that your IP? Oh, my bad.
It's really funny when you call one the burner and then they all get pissed at you. It's like, oh, all right.
Folks, that's
you're not doing it well, but yeah, Penta out here.
All right, like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of the IWC.
This is why we have divorced the IWC and why we are the WFU.
Woof you.
No, you can't say that. That sounds like we're no, never mind. But yeah.
Right, Nick is Vince McMahon. That's not nice.
Of course, though. That's an anonymous profile that we can say that. No, because I know Anonymous has been in here before, but that's just like you said. What was it last night?
Yeah,
or so, or at least for a Backlash. I can get called. Steve, this is how we are. Why would we actually ride the middle of this line? we can get called corporate and a sicko all in the same sentence,
in the same stream.
By the same person.
Brutus, dude, I can't help. I'm dying. I'm starting to slip and slide as I believe Penta is taking on somebody of note. I will put a poll up.
Yeah, no, Brutus out here literally looks like he just took his underpants and put it over his head.
Captain Underpants.
Yeah, but, well, he might be a bit of a Captain Underpants, but we haven't fully talked about this, of Darby Allin versus Pac. Fairway to hell. To I'm even having to explain to neighbors. Yeah, I just watched a show to where the wrestlers were fighting on a fucking putt-putt course and everything. And the guy who fell off the entranceway through 2 tables won the match.
What they're doing with Darby Allin, I don't comprehend. I've never seen anything like it. And I think it's because he's going to lose at Double or Nothing. But if he wins 7-8 matches before Double or Nothing, one of the greatest champions in history. Like, it feels like a padding of the stats that, for whatever reason, like, him beating, like, they better have a squash, a schmoz plan, a dusty finish for Wednesday versus Takeshka. Because if Takeshka takes an L, what are we doing?
Right before he goes in
Possibly
to face Okada, because Okada's out because of personal issues, which I've been told are legit.
right? Ospreay is wrestling. What's his face? They just announced it today.
Ace Austin. Ace Austin.
Yeah, Ace Austin. No offense, I love Ace Austin. I hype that guy up all the time. Why is Ospreay? I thought he wasn't cleared. So before we've been told he is officially cleared to go, we get an announcement for a match against a nobody. Like, they're begging for whatever reason. Someone's got to help me understand this. But why are you holding these guys back? Why do you want guys like Ospreay to look like shit and then building Darby like a monster?
Because they don't know that they are. They don't know.
It's
like Darby
crazy.
to me. I've said it. Darby's the heel in this situation. Darby is taking on lesser competition. He's the Darby Hogan. Darby Hogan right now. If this man goes through off an entranceway through 2 out of 4 tables set up there and still wins the match.
Dude, he hit that ground so fucking hard. And listen, I know they say, like, don't try this at home. Maybe don't try this at the arena. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking.
Just don't do this. How about that? How about just don't do it?
You set up 6 tables and hit 2. It's not even half.
But it still baffles me if he's the guy that won the match. Like, think about it. I've seen, fucking discount or Discord and discount gossip merchants out there, sitting there trying to say how Hair versus Darby Allin is, oh my God, you just don't understand it. It's so sublime that it's amazing. No, it's fucking trash. You had all this time to build to something that mattered. You could have had this be to where Darby or to where MJF's got to sit there and fight through everything. You shouldn't have had him fucking lose it to begin with.
Penta's got a mic, by the way, folks.
Yeah, sorry.
Page, I like this. Ethan's going to get the belt off Penta.
Would make sense. Sorry, you got me going on MJF stuff, and I just started blacking out.
No, it's all good.
Brought it out.
Penta basically just said, get out here, and now here Ethan Page is. The Darby thing is baffling, Nick, and that's what I think it is. I think it's an overcompensation. And really, I was trying to decide, was the mini putt thing really cool? Or just, like, if you're mad, like, the same people who are like, Danhausen's the dumbest shit ever, are also like, did you see the flip into the bunker?
I didn't hate it. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was unique. Like I said, I was at one point literally pointing out to neighbors of, hey, I just watched the most unique wrestling show I've ever seen. But also at the same time, when Darby Allin, your world champion, all of 110 pounds, soaking wet and full of shit, makes 4 out of the 8 tables set up and still wins the match after getting thrown off the entranceway, then it's the suspension of disbelief goes out the window.
And we've seen it before. People get set on fire, still get a pin. You have to sell. You got to sell. And if you get set on fire on Sunday, you got some bandages on.
Well, just you know that he's winning. We've known this since Kevin Knight. We know this when we have the match with Takeshita because we know where this is ending. So you already know he's winning. So he's just taking fucking bumps to get his rocks off.
It feels like it's funny because it feels like they're just padding his stats, but yet he's killing himself to do it. So what?
He doesn't know any better.
Again, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if Roman fought Ethan Page tonight, and then on Friday he fought Gunther, and then next Monday he fought fucking Jimmy, and then the next Friday.
Where does he honestly?
Sorry, but and then he just then has a world title match against Jacob on the Sunday or Saturday. Why? Wouldn't Jacob be sitting back going, "Oh, excellent"? Like, what the fuck?
Where does Darby actually rank? If I get the wins and I get this, so he challenged, but who did he actually challenge? He challenged Kevin Knight. He challenged Brody King. Who did he actually really challenge in this?
No, really, he's been challenged by everybody. It was kind of like the Darby Open challenge. Everybody but MJF gets a match.
But that's it. So where in the pantheon of champions that they've had does he rank? Is he over Kenny? Is he over Hangman? Is he over Swerve? Is he over Jericho?
Maybe
over Moxley?
I don't know, man. It's been like he's been champ for a couple weeks, and it just so I mean, it's just been chaos with no substance. It's just been a mess. But Ethan, I like what Ethan Page is doing here, folks. If you are tuning in, Ethan and Penta are in the ring. But Ethan talking about how prestigious the IC title is and how important it is. Penta wants to fight now, but Ethan says, not today. You wanted this? Vendetto.
Can we please just go back to like the old school IC belt design? Do you think that they're ever going to do Penta and Phoenix again as a tag team? I know they teased it with AAA, but well, Phoenix was the guy that people were worried might have been on the block.
Oh, Rusev. They went too long if you were going to bring out someone else. Yeah. Just saying. In all due respect, if you were going to bring out someone else, that first one should have been quicker.
Rusev and Ethan going to be a tag team?
They've been, well, they won the tag team match last week. They've been chummy. We'll see how long that lasts. I mean, you can't really trust either one of them. Rusev. Fans are not caring about this at all. I think they care as much as they really like Penta. They think Ethan's a heel, and I don't know how much else they care about beyond that.
They really like Penta, and that's about it.
That's about it.
Oh, cabron.
And funny, my head turned it into carbon. Oh, carbon. What? Cabron.
Samsonite. Samsonite.
So I was way off. Let's go. I care about this. They're getting to know all Ego. I like what Ego's saying. And Ego's, mixing it up. Penta's a hot guy currently, kind of the prime guy. Rusev's the vet who's kind of, later in his career. And Ethan is strong. Ethan's proving he can run with the Wolves.
Well, his mic skills are going to help him out phenomenally because he's a guy that has that yes and ability. He's a guy that can still riff, can still go off of whatever as
right.
Devon.
Well, they're not quiet now.
We're getting bouncy. Is he going to be the guy that ends up winning it? Though, because he's over like Rover.
So when are we going to do this? Next Monday?
Oh, well, didn't we just did this tag match? So what? We're going to do a fatal four-way?
It looks that way. But I feel like, it was
Javon the tallest in this group, though, by the way.
It's crazy, right? Noodly, man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing 2-man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing 2-man. It's all broken down now, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to just do the tag match again because Penta dumps out Ethan and Rusev and Devon are fighting.
Oh. Ethan Tope by Javon.
You can't be serious. That man is 6'5". I have no idea. That man about to make me look small.
Javon 6'5"? Holy shit. 6'5", 110 pounds. It's crazy.
Yeah. 6'5" and 65 pounds. Who would have known?
All right. As we do go into a commercial break, I'm not actually sure what they're bringing us next. I know Penta's ready to fight. Javon's ready to fight.
G-Mac play a holla, holla, holla.
Right? We did that last week.
That's what I'm saying. But we're going to probably do it. Well, what is still left of what is still left? We've still got Roman acknowledgement. Allegedly, CM Punk and Becky Lynch are going to show up. And the tag champs, the women's tag champs. So we've got 4 promos, actually. That's all we've allegedly got advertised that I can think of. Is there a match I'm missing?
Rusev versus Javon Evans right now.
Fair enough. So you got that Netflix feed. You got that good VPN feed now. Well, just Canadian maple sap. They got commercials.
All right, so now the match is. Oh, Rusev came in but got kicked, and Rusev is down.
Well,
Imagine the
Deadpool
match
party bringing
ends.
up a point. Now I'm worried. Where the hell is LA Knight?
A lot of people have asked, "Have you seen him?" Maybe they're letting the anger of the first rounds, and like we'll find this one out in about a month.
No.
Tell me, have you seen him? I don't know where he is, bro. Anybody?
He
Somebody?
needs to be involved. Like that's the longer it goes, and you're going to get some legitimate you fucked up. Because that's the thing is
That one's
he's a guy that could walk into AEW and for all intents and purposes
see,
would be your Austin in ECW.
he would never get that love in the AEW. I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk about how much Triple H talked to me like I was a fucking dog and everything and unreal. He sits there and just dog walks. He would have to burn that whole bridge, but he goes out there and does that.
Yeah, great. That's one night. I guess that's great for one promo.
You don't think he would get any love over there?
I don't know. I don't know if he fits. To me, he's the polished TV commercial guy. He doesn't.
Him versus MJF.
Yeah, if they would book it, I think he'd be just another guy held back. I don't know. You're not. I mean, could they make it work? Sure. I don't trust that signing though. LA to AEW. I don't know if it doesn't feel professional, and like I think LA Knight would have a lot of backstage problems.
Well, is that what he has going on here? Is a lot of backstage problems because where is he at?
Right. As I think we're coming out of commercial now.
I'm in seconds.
The Bulgarian.
Hashtag not sponsored by Men's Warehouse. Yes.
Yeah.
Javon versus Rusev.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of feel that MDB. Like I'm not saying Nick, they couldn't like with the right booking make him something. But I don't
think could do something with it. Yeah, Tony Khan, I don't know.
The LA Knight one's going to be tough because if LA Knight gets released, there is going to be a lot of banter and debate of you had a guy that did move merch. You had a guy that was over.
You had the guy and you fucked it up.
Right? Like people would have been happier to see LA Knight with a run than watching another Cody run realistically.
Facts.
If I'm being fair.
Facts.
So that one's going to be a harder one. Like I can give you counter arguments whether I like it or not about why the New Day is not here right now. Yeah. But I struggle. Like LA doesn't feel like that, right? Or maybe they went to LA, you were going to cut half your pay, and he was like,
"But
no."
Now is this one of those? We'll set you back for half a minute. We'll reset.
Maybe
we'll do. Could an LA be the guy at Roman come SummerSlam?
Oh shit! But yeah, I don't know. I don't know a world that
I'm hoping for a strong comeback, but we keep failing on these strong comebacks for LA.
Right. I think if LA is away for a while, a few weeks, a month, maybe, if you return him as a heel. Go straight into heel. Pick a baby face and he removes their head from their shoulders upon return. I think maybe because I think if he just comes back and again, it's going to be stale. That's my fear.
Depends on where the landscape is. Does he come back as a heel or does he come back as a baby face and saying, I'm the anti-establishment? They don't believe in me. They kept me down. Does he become that, CM Punk-ish kind of vibe of you guys love me, you guys want me, but they don't want me? He becomes that, like I said Austin, if he shows up in AEW, do you make him that Austin in WWE against, he's the anti-TKO guy?
Well, if you really wanted to get him over like that, then I would pull a page or two out of an old playbook, and we don't see him for a couple weeks here, and wait till when you start hearing the buzz of everyone going, "Where's LA?" And now it's starting to pick up now, right? Like the first week we were kind of like, "Oh, this is odd." Now we're really like, anybody see him? Like Dufresne, search party.
Dufresne.
Right? But with LA, then you just start having them show up in jeans and t-shirt and sit in one of the seats with a ticket and with popcorn. They're not booking me. I'm still showing up. and then you can kind of bring them back as the anti-authority. Like, one of the guys gets in his face, like kind
You
of
Scott
like,
Holland,
yeah,
you
Scott
know
Hall.
who I am, but you don't
Yeah,
know why I'm here.
well, yeah, but you kind of give them that
Yeah.
vibe. Like, they're not booking. You guys love me, and they won't. And I'd go use social media, have them cut promos on social media talking about, like, I'm going to be at the show tonight because they don't want me there, and have people buzzing. Like, people in the arena start going on the LA Night Watch. Like,
Now, if you were Tony Khan, and I know I'm very WCW and all of that, Tope, cut off Tope, but Rusev dragging out Javon. If I'm Tony Khan, could you not do that same thing with LA Knight, but you don't say who it is? Of let's look at who's out here in the crowd tonight. Of Andrade goes to look at the Hoochie Mamas, and guess who's there sipping popcorn and got a fountain to drink and everything.
Right. He photobombs them. That, I mean, again, it sets up your first rivalry too. Yeah, dude, I really do think if done right in either company, there's money to be made with LA Knight. Again, I think AEW keeps having that tendency to pull everyone to the middle. So even if he came in hot and the place is going nuts, oh my God, LA's here, Eli Drake's here, I think they might. I don't trust the booking anymore. Here, I don't trust it either, so I'm fucked.
The only booking you can trust, folks, is our booking, and that's why you need to be.
I'll be right back.
This is why we've divorced the IWC and we've formed the Wrestling Fans United.
Yeah, as Rusev had a chair on his head for a second, but decided against it. And here comes Javon. I'll be right back, sir.
There you go. I've got Cricket Wireless all up on my screen as KJ's gone wireless. But Sean's view, been a minute. Hi, incredible show, entertainment, epic. There you go. Did I read it in your way there, Sean? But yeah. No, I think tonight's been pretty solid. It's very much, I think, kept a good bit of the momentum that Backlash has garnered WWE. Backlash was a really good show, and I think kind of washed away a little bit of the stink from WrestleMania 42. So we've got some traction. But yeah, I'm gonna need someone to verify. But yeah, Sean. 316. Need more live? No, I don't know if we need more live. I'm in trouble. Yeah, everyone. Well, no, 316. 316, I agree. I mean, she is women's champ. Do you see her ever patching anything up with Rhea or anything like that? Could that ever be a thing? Well, now she's got to deal with Roxanne Perez. I still don't trust Roxanne's loyalty with the Judgment Day. I still think that she did what she needed to do to sit there and, sell the gimmick out there of very much, hey, I'm not with him because, see, I hit him in the face with the thing. But yeah, I wonder where that goes. I still think Raquel is going to be probably your biggest, I don't want to see a breakout, but give me Roxanne and Raquel as a tag team. Let Liv go solo. I'm interested to see where the Judgment Day goes because they've felt like they've been a little dead to rights for a minute, but they keep living. Pun intended. Christian, Nick, you think Trick Williams uses Dragon Balls? Oh, Christian, I love you because you somehow managed to get all of my fandoms and none of my fandoms at the same time. Because the Dragon Ball Z reference of Trick Williams has collected all the Dragon Balls, is going to pray to Shenru and wish for the gingerbread back to life, of Ginger Taker is a thing. No. Clever as shit, but I don't fully rock with that one. Roxy will overthrow Liv for Judgment Day, but will it be an overthrow or will it be just a dissension? Will it be the dissolution, Chris? Or will it be the end of the franchise, end of the faction, as Javon with a big ass clothesline. As Spaz and Sean's views. Has anyone confirmed or denied? I need confirmation or denial before I start, saying who's. If they are saying there's who's. What? Yeah, no, shout out. We've had AW in the chat before. Christ, we had Adam Baum out there in the chat. We had Stevie Richards in the chat. Like I said, we're the wrestling channel the wrestlers even watch up there, folks. 1, 2, 2, go. Didn't we get the Ginger Taker when the streak ended? Yeah, I'm the Ginger Taker kind of the Gingy out there impersonating a streamer. I'm like, all right, that's fucking kind of funny because I feel noticed, but also it's kind of funny. Like the mini houses, you can gang bang it on initially, but they still worked you around enough to where it was enjoyable, whether you loved it or hated it initially. Javon, fuck. He sat there and jumped into a nothing, into kind of a Uranagi or an earnage or a rock bottom there from Rusev. Machka kick. 1, 2, 2, go. Has Rusev actually had a win since he's been on the main roster, since he's come back to WWE? But yeah, Javon definitely just jumped into a fucking nothing. If he would have jumped into the cutter and then Rusev could have countered it, that would have been something. But instead, he just, step up kick. Why do we need more gingerbread bread? Trust me, John C. Well, I don't like the whole gingerbread gimmick, but also, gingerbread cookies ain't bad. Let's not gangbang on all this. Does it feel like Christmas at all? As Javon goes fucking flying. Throws Rusev in. Spaz X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. Yes or no, do you think the mid-card titles will be defended at tonight's main event? They should be. 1, 2, 3 as Javon picks up the win. Very much you should use tonight's main event to defend your mid-cards. Use your POEs to defend your top titles. And that's why Roman's still advertised for Clash. That's why I assume we're going to probably get him and Jacob running it back. But you use Saturday's main event for your mid-card titles. Of it, I could see Saturday's main evented by an IC title match if you make it make sense. That's the thing. There was a point to where mid-card titles mattered, and I don't know if we're fully there yet. We're close. We're on the peripheral, but I don't know if we're fully there yet. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. JV, I'm sorry, but Raw is boring. I haven't seen it so far. As I got the Tennessee Volunteers out here. It's been maybe a bit of, I don't even want to say it's been a slow build, because it's more of surprised me that we're only about to hit the 9 o'clock hour and we've already been going. So I don't know. You're gonna have to explain a little bit more for me, JV, to really explain how this has been boring you, as I'm getting a whole video package on the AAA Mega Championship. Safit, what up? Dale, I see you. Christian, excuse me. I bet that Tennessee Titan looked like Silify too. Well, he was a Tennessee Volunteer, so college, but I got you. Well, there's a whole other, DLC of Samoans and Anawahis for them to DLC to download right now. You got still Zilla, you've got Damu Anawahi, you got what's his name? Oh, it's Jacob's brother. Christ, I'm gonna feel terrible. Journey Fatu. That's out there. Like, you still had them. They had Lance. You've had all the DLC out here when it comes to Anawahi. But Omega Championship on Raw tonight. Hey, so they're defending a AAA title out here tonight of OG Grande versus Dom Dom. And it's a minute since we've seen Asuka. We love Asuka. Oh, we're hanging out. Trust me, it's been a sad day for the missus personally. Of the Mrs. Big Nick's out there, like two of her favorite wrestlers were Kyrie and Asuka. That explained, sure, here's what's going on with Kyrie, and here's what's going on with Asuka. Yeah. I do find this interesting. This is just teacher mentor of like, I'm so proud of what you become, but Asuka's still going down with it. I love Asuka is the goat of goats. Asuka is this generation's top female competitor, I feel. Would you put her above a Becky, a Bayley, a Charlotte, etc.? We're hugging it out. I'm just waiting for her to like miss her in the face or something. Just go back to Volio. Oh, Asuka walking off with the bags. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah. You have that moment now, as we've still got Io and Soul. If I wouldn't be a good wrestling fan if I didn't think, even though that we saw Asuka out there leaving with all of her, gear and her luggage and everything, that we might not be in for a swerve at some point. I'd be a bad wrestling fan if I didn't think that. But if that's the last time we see Asuka, just thank you. Honestly, I was a huge fan when she joined NXT. She was out there doing the Goldberg gimmick and all of that. She's kind of part of what built NXT to be what NXT was. So she's also a 5-time women's champion. She won the Royal Rumble, won the Chamber, won the Money in the Bank. Like, she's Grand Slam on Grand Slam. As I got the fucking McDouble Slam of Brie Bella and Paige coming out right now. Asuka will be back in event. Yeah, it's one of those Asuka will return in Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, she'll be back. She'll be back. That's the thing. If you put emphasis on that. And I'm not saying this is the fucked up part about this, because I don't want to gangbang and be like, yeah, she's gonna be back. And then she doesn't show up. I fucking told you. No. That's on one hand, if that's the last time we see her. Thank you, Asuka. Trust me, I'm gonna have to console the missus and just replay like the greatest hits of Asuka and Kyrie matches if we're gonna be watching all the Kabuki Warriors lately. But she very much yeah, that's part of why the missus likes her. But yeah. Very much her impact on that whole women's division of she fully, like, she took it over for a good chunk of that's why we question if she was one of those that might have had to take a pay cut because he was the fucking star at one point. She was that division of she had the 900 and some odd day streak of undefeated. Of it took all the way until Charlotte beat her at WrestleMania 34 before Charlotte ever lost a match. John C. You don't know what is going on or why. Who's what? MDB shouting out Paige. Keyshawn, what up? Lash and Nia should have kept the titles. I almost wonder if they're going to end up showing up tonight. That's not the last time you see Asuka. That's way too in your face. This could be story. It's valid. That's what I even kind of said. You're not showing her doing the sad Hulk send off with the luggage unless she's gonna show up out of nowhere and the fire's still going. I could see it. You don't do the full. It's very rare for someone to get a send off and then a send off and then a send off. Yeah. WWE protected Asuka so much she was even undefeated through the mixed tag match tourney. I feel like you're trying to say that in a positive way towards Asuka, but it sounds like you're throwing shade. But I get you. No, she was just that talented. Like she was that gal when it comes to the women's division. Of it felt like everybody else that was working within WWE had to step up to hold that standard versus she got numbed down to that. If that makes sense. Kyle, Asuka is taking a pay cut. The FTKO is really getting on my nerves. Oh, isn't taking a pay cut. Well, we don't know. It seems she would be a candidate, I would say that, of somebody that they would say, hey, we're not using you what we're paying you. So how about this? Now, if it's less states equal money, maybe that's one thing. But it's surprising, but also unsurprising of Asuka. Kind of that's the moment that to hang it up. That's the moment. As I've got Paige and Bree.
Bree mode.
Oh,
Page mode.
Page mode is way better, and still though, I still think Paige is going to actually have a run post this tag team. Paige at one point is going to have a world title run because she sits there and even gets clapped by Nia and no sells it when her fucking skull's bleeding and everything.
Oh, Raquel and Roxanne for the tag titles, though. Let's give them.
I love those two.
Let's give them a little pocket rocket. Roxanne is just ready to take.
Well, which also, by the way, yeah, yesterday was Mother's Day. Did everyone wish Rhea Ripley a happy Mommy's Day?
A Mama Day?
Yeah.
Go. Shout out to all the moms.
Did you acknowledge your tribal mommy?
I had to, yes.
Well, your mommy's acknowledged us, so that's weird.
Asuka is semi-retirement. I agree with Boston. I think it was so on the nose and like almost could hear the song playing as she just strolls away.
Yeah, it's the sad Hulk. It's the sad Hulk walk off.
Yeah, like it's almost like she's going out the back door and coming in the front.
Well, now,
Paige and Ripley.
I think Paige just has an actual singles run, but I do really like Raquel and Roxanne. It's very HBK Kevin Nash vibes. I know that's what they've tried to do at times, and Rachel's always tried to be kind of that Kevin Nash vibe, but this fits it. This is it.
Oh, it works. I mean, that's what you remember. That's how it worked with Raquel and Dakota Kai. I thought that was one of her best runs in NXT when they turned on each other. She was doing it for Liv. Now she's doing it for Roxanne. And again, it keeps them busy without necessarily, it gives them something to do. It makes them more dangerous and more united.
Well, absolutely. Well, then you get into the point to where, say, the Judgment Day has all the gold. And that's like, how do we feel of, is Liv still sus of Roxanne? And is she, a sleeper cell?
Still feels like there's something afoot, especially with Finn still causing trouble. So, yeah, for sure. And this match now that's been announced for the AAA title will be on the line here tonight. There's a lot of people that could get involved with this. There's a Grande out there. There's a Finn. Oh, wait, fight! Get back!
Oh, Nair, I'm not even fully in this age bracket yet, and I still feel attacked by this comment. I didn't know Asuka was 44. Yeah, she's retiring for sure.
Right.
What's she trying to say?
Yeah, I'm good to know that I'm getting closer to retirement as the years go here. Shit. So yeah, Liv makes the
Yeah,
difference.
I'm starting
here.
to realize more and more that NFL dreams closing.
Right.
I'm not going to get a walk on.
The cartwheel into the knee, and Paige trying to and they're letting beautiful Russian leg sweep, big boot combo. Let's go. The crowd is quiet.
That's what they call the Das Vidanya.
Right. Asuka will be back in a couple of months. That is possible. I think
felt like be back in a couple of moments.
Like maybe they wanted to emphasize she was saying goodbye, but they could have done that. I mean, it feels suspicious. Maybe we're wrong.
I still think, and I'll fully admit if I'm wrong with this, but I would love it if she's back later tonight.
Yeah, just shows up.
And this is during the EO solo match.
Yeah.
And then every dirt sheet, she's semi-retired. Oh, she was semi-retired for a weekend.
Yeah, for a couple days. But
yeah,
Jimmy with Roman.
Y'all went to war, man. You won.
Y'all went to war, man.
I think you just need to leave it alone.
Back in time for SummerSlam. Raquel is right. No one gives an F about Paige. Her return felt so small. I disagree, and I care. So sorry. Again, I think it's one of those moments.
There's a whole fucking crowd that would disagree.
yeah. The problem is she's paired with Brie, and but she's been back. She's been in the ring, and I don't think it felt. I think it feels fine.
Why do I want to buy the Roman Jordans when Roman's not even wearing the Roman Jordans?
Right. Without, if there's not respect within, there won't be respect without. So there you go. Finally, why did they mention Alberto Del Rio? He's never coming back. Did they mention him? They couldn't have mentioned him. Not even as a dig. That would be shitty.
Well, see how the man's locked up. Won't let me out. No.
Right. Asuka isn't leaving, nor is she retiring. She requested time off to plan prior to Backlash. Facts. I did read that as well. So we'll see.
Well, that's one of the situations that's been thrown about.
So now they're still saying the acknowledgement ceremony, and will Jacob show up, even though, Pierce told Jacob not to. Y'all old, right? Ouch.
Well, this could be to where Roman sits there and uses it of I'm going to bend you over the knee of they were going to fire you. Right. You sat there and I told you before we had this match, this is your last time here. You fucking proved me right. So I'm going to make sure you're either going to acknowledge me or you don't work here anymore.
Right. Feels like out of nowhere. All of a sudden we're getting these AAA vignettes. Like what? The hype packages for this big match that we didn't know about till now.
Yeah, because we got to build towards mask via mask. But yeah, I'm going to semi-retire, unretire. I might be back. I don't have a briefcase to walk off with, but I'll be back, sir.
All right. Nick taking a pause for the cards. The show rolls on. We got lots more coming your way. Make sure you get in that chat. Lots of people hanging out with us tonight. As if you did not know, Dom will take on Grande for the AAA title, and they're giving us a hype package for it right now. I guess, they're definitely setting up Judgment Day against the tag champs in Paige and Brie. Just waiting for Nikki to show up and change all this. But here comes Io, who we did see her and her mentor say goodbye one last time. So long. Farewell. I don't have a graphic for this one, but we'll put a poll up, folks. Get your votes in. Let us know. This one is cool, but I feel like with it being Io versus Soul, I feel like this is a match that is going to be a bit of a showcase match, but somebody's going to cause a problem in this match. You can let me know who you think it might be, but I don't know. Io beat Soul clean, Soul beat Io clean. I don't know if either of those track right now. What do you think? But this should be fun. Looking forward to this one. I do believe we are on a commercial break as well. Ladies of Judgment Day looking like a couple of toxicas. Maybe a match for the future AAA. Could be. Could be. What's up, Nair, by the way? Paul, what crowd does not want to cheer the whole segment? Yeah, well, I mean, again, you're not wrong. And I always say that, Paul. I'm with you. Like, why do you pay the money and not cheer? Why are you paying the money and not booing? There was definitely quiet spots in that whole segment. It wasn't the most compelling of promos. I don't think Brie really moves the needle a whole lot. I don't know that Paige is moving the needle a ton. I know I defended it because I think it's okay for what it is. But at the end of the day, there are going to be moments where, as you watch the heels get over, Judgment Day get over, you're hoping they would maybe boo louder, but are they that mad about it? So that becomes a dilemma. You're right. Ultimately, Paige looks better in the ring than yeah, for sure. AJ looked very Michael Cole addressing Asuka, passing of the torch. I said that in the chat earlier on my pause. It felt like a passing of the torch. Are they overselling it to swerve us? I like Paige. I mean, again, I'm a Paige mark going back to my younger days when Paige first got on the scene. Paige was a good reason to watch Divas. So John the New Day were released from WWE without notice. They didn't retire, or they didn't have a chance to any type. Yes, that is true. They did not retire. And actually, on the contrary, they've made it very clear that they are not done. As we're getting a Soul Ruka package. Feels like we've been in a bit of a lull here in the middle of in the middle of this hour, heading towards 9:30 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time. We had a AAA, we had a Dom package, a commercial, a promo, another package. Now we're getting a Soul package. Lots of package. The Roman Jordans haven't come out yet. Facts. I didn't even answer at the time. But Green, let's go. The New Day were offered a new contract and chose not to renew. That is true. So they wanted to renegotiate. New Day said no, thank you, and they're essentially bought out and let go. And to be honest, I don't know how that affects the 90-day. If the contract squashed completely and you part ways, do you then become a free agent instantly, or because you didn't agree to terms, you were released and the 90-day kicked in? That's a fair question, I think. Hashtag unks. So now I'm getting a Rhea Ripley package. NXT Origins. Io Sky for the win. The poll is up. I spent $178 a piece on 2 tickets for WWE SummerSlam in London, Ontario. Summer show in London, Ontario. What's up? Okay. It's about 40 minutes from here, sir. Io Sky for the win. That's not bad. 187. May I ask how good those seats are? And I think, what did they change? It's not the John Labatt anymore, I don't believe, but you can let me know what the arena is over in London. Not England, Ontario. I think Ludwig Grande could lose at Noche de Grands, because if OG Grande wins tonight, it'll be very interesting of who do they want to get out of the mask. Do they want Ludwig to no longer be the Grande so he can move on and, become Ludwig again and do some shit? Or is Ludwig more over in AAA, therefore he wins, Chad is no longer the Grande, and now we get Chad? I want Chad to go on a nice, solid mid-card run, like IC title, light some people up, give us some really good matches. We know we can do it. So maybe it's time that we get Chad out of the mask, and then we'll figure out Ludwig later. That's Big Red Undertaker with AAA. That's it, right? What's up, JV? KJ, would this not be the perfect time to bring in Sane as a heel to attack Io? And then, again, Julia, people have debated how well that has gone. It hasn't been the run that Stephanie's had. Now, Stephanie lost the belt at WrestleMania, been a little quiet since. As right now we go back to Soul and Becky. Now, Becky is actually somebody I didn't consider as a possibility to fuck up this match. Excuse my language. Am I going to SmackDown in August? We'll see. We'll see. Lots going on in the summer, so not committed yet. And generally, I'm here with you guys, but we'll see if things change. But too far away to make that decision, sir. I always kind of consider it when they're in our neck of the woods. I got a chance to see an MLP show, but again, we do this. So a lot of content creators go to the shows, and we pride ourselves on doing this. Here's another receipt for the recipe for the cookbook. Danhausen cursed cream puffs. There's some jokes I want to insert in there, but that's hilarious. Okay, if you disagree, don't enjoy, you get cursed. I'm down. Tony Khan is to stack the deck against Thekla versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander versus Sheeta at Double or Nothing. Yeah, it's a little odd because it feels like the heel champion is at a disadvantage. Do you know what I mean? But again, 25% for everybody, I suppose. Get out your Steiner math. Is Sol Ruka walking on her hands, backflip, head scissors, down goes EO. Crowd's a bit on the quiet side. I think they should have got a little more pop for that. Not a whole lot of energy in the building right now. I think Ludwig was accidentally make OG Grande win the title. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I think they're going to save it, though. That's the only reason I hesitate, Chris. So with Triple Mania coming up, I don't know if you do the title change on Raw. I don't know. That's a good point. Is that a big moment and really helped advertising all this? Speaking of advertising all this and all that, there you go.
This is all that. But will Triple Mania, do they do it on Friday or do they do it on Sunday?
They're doing it on both. It's the weirdest
I
thing.
know, but I'm saying, do you change the title on Friday or Sunday?
Right. Oh, Soul with a headstand gets booted by EO. Big pop for EO. See, this is an interesting booking because the fans want to cheer for EO and Soul.
Yeah, now if you're in the John Cena Continental Classic, who do you vote for in this? Do you vote for EO or do you vote for Soul?
That's a tough one. That's a vote splitter right there.
Soul Snatcher, as they say.
She wanted to be a stunt double.
Who?
Soul wanted to be a stunt double.
Who said that?
Michael Cole. Michael. I'm predicting that Becky will interfere. So yeah, they did remind us that there's beef between Soul and Becky. So that feels like the plausible ending to this one. Because like I said on your pause, Nick, neither one of these ladies are probably going to lose clean tonight.
No, and they both just had a match with Becky. So could this be your IC title seed?
Backflip misses. The crowd is dead.
Yeah.
A little bit of noise.
Memphis, Tennessee. What the fuck's going on?
But I kind of talked about it. Do you feel like they kind of went into this lull here where it was like a vignette, package, commercial, package, boring promo, package,
we're waiting until Roman and other people show up now. Yeah.
Backstage segment with Roman and Jimmy. Like it was a lull of like a whole, like we were going good. I was enjoying Raw and I still am to an extent, but I feel like there's been a middle lull here that the crowd has just been taken out of it.
Twisted and crossbody, yes. I go to commercial.
Back to commercial.
But it's a 2.5 hour show, and they really got about a 2-hour show. But we haven't even talked about this.
Yes.
So where there might be no show anymore. If you're Triller, if you watch any of their pay-per-views, we've used them plenty of times for GCW, etc. But Tony Khan suing Triller for AEW suing Triller for $5 million in owed revenue.
Yeah, I'd be curious if there's any other companies that feel the same way as AEW does. I mean, the one
None that have the
thing,
legal team to do that.
maybe, yeah, a lot of them probably don't. So that's a good point, Nick. I think that if this does go to like some type of discovery, it'll be very interesting because I then we'll have to kind of like reveal numbers and compare notes. And if Triller counters and says, no, we paid up what we're supposed to. And then, somehow, well, you didn't count the HBO Max numbers and we want paid for that too. No, but no, I mean, the risk here is when we kind of went through that wrestling boom, Triller was a big part of it. When AEW came on the scene and Triller really kind of jumped in early and really put over like GCW, House of Glory, Wrestling Revolver. They were great for fans like you and I because we could find a lot of our independent wrestling in one place.
Oh, 100%. Trust me, we were out there hashtag. That's where the hashtag not sponsored kind of came from, is because we were using them for this indie show, that indie show, because they were the platform for it.
Yep.
You pay a small fee and you got every GCW show, you got every House of Glory show, and you got access to that pay-per-view, AW pay-per-views for the longest time were on that platform but now that has gone completely belly up. They've now said they're insolvent, as in they can't pay off their debts. They are all but declaring bankruptcy without declaring bankruptcy, because that's the legal difference. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, when you start losing all your contracts left, right, and center, and now you have a company asking for a good chunk of money, like, $5 million is not chump change to a company like Triller.
No.
Often in these cases, and again, I'm not a small town bird lawyer by any stretch, guys, but a lot of these cases, whether they have the money or not, they'll throw up the bankruptcy to avoid taking that debt.
Well, we also knew Triller wasn't on the up and up and was going on a downhill. We both had it because, like we said, we had it for the longest time. We've had an ongoing subscription with them that just randomly just said, nah, now you got to do something else here, because that's why House of Glory or Wrestling Revolvers moved to YouTube. Why we're starting to see that other independent promotions could move to YouTube or other platforms, because Triller's been going belly up.
Yeah, and I think the thing with Triller is you kind of locked into a contract or a percentage or whatever the deal was. I mean, I think with YouTube, I think more companies are moving to YouTube because they can monetize and directly control it from there.
They control what comes out, yeah.
Right, like it's you don't have to wait for Triller, to kind of figure out how many people and then get your check cut back to you. It just goes cha-ching right into your pocket, so.
Or they've got other assets that they're allegedly putting the money towards or anything, because this very much feels like they were playing the shell game.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of, when you start losing income, it's hard to make good, right? Like, I'm not even
down hard to a bookie. It's hard to make your money back.
Exactly, and I think I'm not necessarily even implying anything malicious in the sense of maybe they just went broke, like they're digging out of a hole, and now AW.
Well, they had the model. They had a model that I think companies even like AEW currently are trying to replicate.
Yeah, I think what happened, and we got I'd say a pretty good match going on between Io and Soul here. Both women looking great. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Sit down power bomb.
It almost looked like Io was going to counter that for a minute.
Wow.
Two count.
Ugh. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out. I believe the problem ended up being that when Triller blew up, remember we get like one or two GCW shows a month.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden on Triller, there was just everything constant and nonstop. GCW's airing, the 4 or 5 shows a week. And I think it oversaturated and people tuned out. I really do. I feel like it just fizzled. And then again, the bigger companies found other options.
But that's where I hate for a company like a GCW. Where do they just rely on YouTube now? Because that was their.
I think they're going to have to.
But that was like their go-to. Like that's where we watched during WrestleMania week. That's where we watched the whole chunk of the collective and everything.
Can Brett get them into like a Roku? Oh, knees to the back.
I think that might be a step down.
Yeah, maybe. To be fair, Ludwig can get away with winning the title of the Mask vs. Mask since he's not Mexican. It's trying to sound prejudiced, but I'm just saying he is also being Hispanic myself. I can say that. That's fair. That's fair. But I mean, it's interesting. Like, is there any funny business tonight that somehow Grande ends up champion?
If it was title versus title, both of them would not be Hispanic. So, yeah.
Neither are in the case of the Mask, right? That's the even trickier part.
I think you don't need to add the title into the Mask versus Mask stipulation. I think that alone has built that up enough. And I think current Grande, Ludwig Grande keeps the Mask because, trust me.
Shit.
At least Brutus Creed just wants to be out of these goddamn masks more than anything.
Yeah.
He'll fuck that match up on purpose. I'm not wearing this goddamn mask again.
Take his own finger poke of doom just to get out of the goddamn mask.
Yeah.
Oh, Io rolls through after missing. Soul goes to the rope. Big boot. Jeez. Io sold the shit out of that boot.
Anyone else notice that Soul's got different denim colors?
Yes. Barely, though. Oh, cartwheel DDT from the top. Io folded 2 count. This match picking up.
Have you ever actually looked at what Soul's actual name is and realized that Soul Ruka sounds like the much more normal name than what her actual name is?
I off the top of my head doesn't ding.
I'll find it because it's like Calex something.
Calex Harmony Hampton. Calex Harmony does sound a little dun dun.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Soul Ruka sounds like a much more normal name than Calex Harmony Hampton.
Calex Harmony Hampton. Harmony Hampton.
That sounds like the wrestler name. Soul Ruka sounds like a real name.
Right? She should have came in as the Hunter Hampton Helms, like the female Triple H.
Female Triple H. I am the game.
Harmony Hampton. Moonsault, legs up.
She popped her all the way to the other side of the goddamn ring.
Right. You know what, Paul? I kind of have a thought on that, what you said here, and I like what you said. Oh, wow.
Soul snatch.
Missed the snatcher and gets rolled up. Okay. Unexpected ending.
Clean win, and hey, you lost to Io. You didn't lose to Maxine, you lost to Io.
Fair. I agree. It doesn't.
Why do you whoosh on me?
Well, no, I was just surprised. But yeah, look, she misses the soul snatcher. She gets slid, and it's kind of that quick finish where that match could have went either way, but they scored in overtime.
Yeah, I'm like 6-2, 5-1, all that. Yeah.
Right. I thought somebody would get involved, but in a world where every match seems to have somebody getting involved, it's nice to see, and we saw it at Backlash, some one-on-ones.
Oh, we get the handshake, but also, though, it doesn't halfway tie into last week. Soul initially missed the Soul Snatcher on Becky. Editing was their friend, but she's shown in the past she might be a little wide right, a little wide left. Oh, that's not straight always down the pike with that Soul Snatcher.
It's tough. I mean, when you hit it, it looks amazing. When you miss it, you look stupid. But I mean, that tiny slip where she just had to reset on the kickoff, that's nothing.
Yeah, but did they use that as a play into this of saying that, hey, she's missed it before, she'll miss it again?
I don't think so, but maybe. I can't really say no.
Fair enough.
I don't think. Yeah.
Jacob choking out Roman to where he can't say no.
Back at Backlash. So much for
Backlash.
So why vote for Io? There you go. I'm surprised, but I'm allowed to be surprised. The female Triple H. Let's go. Rhea is the female Triple H. That's
Oh,
jokes.
no.
At Backlash.
At Backlash. Well, see, that's the thing is like, I know we even kind of were, the Danhausen stuff was comedy stuff to be comedy stuff.
Mhm.
But people who aren't watching wrestling still chuckle about Ken Danhausen at Backlash.
Right.
Like,
Well,
I show the misses with El Torito Minihausen showing up, and
Mhm.
she's laughing her ass off.
Danhausen's getting spots on Conan O'Brien. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, that's part of his whole gimmick. That's the rumor is that Danhausen was based on if a demon possessed Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. Jokes, and it got him over. I mean, again, this is the thing, but we do have Jimmy and Jay in the back having a little powwow.
Our family is the reason. I kind
Is
of
it time
like
for
that
Jimmy to
Jay's
turn?
loose
Shock the
cannon.
world. What? Chris Canyon?
Who better? No, I like that. Jay's that loose cannon of he's even kind of side-eyeing Jimmy like
Something feels
are we
off.
gonna get a divide in the first family?
Something feels off. I will admit that, Nick. Something feels off with the
Not
communication.
on the same page.
It feels like there's an elephant in the room, and we don't know what it is.
And his name's not Heffalump.
Right?
Maxino was catching strays. That's the only shit she can catch.
Always. Poor Lady B. Always catching them. Now we're talking about Clash in Italy.
I mentioned this pay-per-view, and then the missus instantly, yeah, around your people, yeah. Like,
Scusi, ha un momento per commentare l'accaduto? Scusi, ha tempo di rispondere a qualche domanda?
I love that you put that in there, like I'm supposed to translate that.
It's the only part I know is "Excuse Excuse." And now we go back to John Cena's bullshit.
Yeah, do we like this? Does this work?
Here's the funny part. No.
Here's the blunt truth of it. No.
I mean, fans didn't want a bullshit.
It's better than WWE Club. It's better than what I thought it was going to be.
Fair, right? We didn't want a bullshit announcement. So my argument was, well, a new belt and a new show sounds cool. And then they kept talking. They ruined it in the second half, Nick. We had them. But look, Saturday Night Main Event, Penta versus Paige.
There you go.
May 23rd.
But now we don't know this whole John Cena, the John Netto Classic is supposed to be one event. Is it a tournament?
Look.
Oh, let's go.
So this is a week before Clash. And we get in the Vision, the Street Profits. A week before Clash, bro. We got lots of wrestling coming up. Double or Nothing, Saturday Night Main Event, and Clash 3 weeks in a row.
They're either gonna hit for the fucking fences, or we're gonna watch a 1, 2, 3 punch out. So far, you've at least gotten on base with Backlash. I don't want to say if you've gotten a double or a triple. Maybe we'll at least say they got a double with that one. With Saturday Night's Main Event and then Clash right after that, you got 3 batters up in the lineup.
Right.
2 batters.
Two batter. As Seth steps to the Profits, we know there's no love lost here.
Oh, as Montez. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Dawkins shirtless. This is new. Someone pointed it out in the chat earlier. But he rocking the abs now. Look, he's showing off his
yum-yums. Dawkins gets a yum-yum.
Dawkins getting a yum-yums.
I want a yum-yum for Dawkins.
Yum-yums.
Whether it be Dion or Angelo, yum-yums for Dawkins.
Right. You can see, where is it? The power up.
That's just, I didn't realize, he's eye to eye with Seth right now, and he's walking him down. You want to say you're revolutionary, you better watch what you say.
Right. Yeah, there's friction. Oh my, it's Oba.
Hey, Drew, what up? Now, who answers the open challenge after Otis last week, there was the rumor that was at least a foul ball from the dirt sheets of it was going to be Sheamus versus Oba in an impromptu match at Backlash. So do we get that same match here?
Yeah. Because then what the dirt sheet said was, oh, they bumped it. What?
Yeah, but is if you have him versus Sheamus, or you you're closer and closer to a world title, you're beating a former world champ. Like, is there an in-between? Is there a go-between? Like, I still think this goes till we get closer to SummerSlam.
Yeah,
you got a month or so.
No, he can't be doing opens till August, bro. That seems
he
crazy.
He can at least be doing opens till the end of June.
End of June, another month and a half. I don't know. Might be stretching it.
He's only doing opens on Raw. Pause.
As I do have the Judgment Day women and Liv, well, all three of them with Byron, but Liv has a mic. Livy has a mic.
Oh, well, come on. I'm just getting teased by Little Caesars out here.
Oba.
Like, I want a Little Caesar. Sorry.
No, sorry. Just MDB making sure. He did point out Dawkins' toplessness.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, I was going to say, I'm used to Dion Dawkins, the left tackle for the Bills, out there being toplessness, and his body looks a lot more like my Angelo's body. But no, I was out there pontificating about Little Caesars of how I know it's $5 hot and ready, and I'm not expecting gourmet, but goddamn it, do I want some crazy bread by me?
Absolutely. CJ Bunker, welcome. WWE just buried Soruka. What an effing joke. Oh my God.
Oh.
We already know we're heading in the wrong direction. Yet they pushed the clown Danhausen. One has nothing to do with the other, and one again has nothing. She's still being pushed. Soruka just fought a former world champion, and lost by a backside to which she got the rub from Io as well. Again, people who throw out statements like this, no offense, CJ, giving off the impression that you don't know much about wrestling, as far as outside of just wins and losses.
Who are these math teachers out there teaching wrestling that one loss equals buried? Because that equation has never added up. That has never worked out. That has never been the case.
Yeah, it's said by people who spent their whole life getting participation medals. It just doesn't make sense. Like,
well, John Cena's tournament might be a participation medal, but I digress.
I'm surprised, but we asked for the wrestling to not be predictable. The predictable thing would have been
Soruka lost to a former women's world champion. She lost to one of the top women on the roster right now and lost in a competitive match. I don't know how that's buried.
And then it has a segment
dealing with Becky.
Yeah, she has an IC title, turns right around into the Intercontinental Champion. So, again, I mean, we throw some big words around sometimes. Fumbled, shoe, buried. I mean, we really should take a moment to understand.
Say insider terms because we want to be inside. We don't know what they really mean once we're inside. Because if that's buried, then fucking bury me. I'll give you the shovel to do it if that's buried.
This one's for you.
What's Nick's favorite Destiny's Child song? Bill, can you pay me? I don't think you could.
We going? Let's go. Io Giannetti is pretty fucking funny though. Becky calling Io.
Yo, who has the better backlit smoggy entrance? Braun or Oba?
Oba.
Oh,
they're both good.
Yeah, but he's like an anime villain showing up. That's Thanos showing up to wreck your motherfucking day.
When we first started seeing Oba, I thought, man, this guy's tailor-made to be a big badass heel, and that's kind of what he's going to be. A man of little words, a lot of action. And then all of a sudden his strut and his attitude started getting over, and he developed this ridiculous aura. And now, again, when you hear the building pop for it and they're waiting for it, that is success in wrestling.
I still want to acknowledge that I think it goes all the way back to Stand and Deliver in Philadelphia, where we were calling this man Oba Femi.
Say that again.
I was saying how it goes back to Stand and Deliver in Philadelphia right before WrestleMania 42, where we were calling this man Oba Femi. As you were saying,
Right.
it takes a certain bit of aura and everything, a little bit of swagger.
Yeah. Well, I was told Ciampa was buried because, but here's the thing, Boston, and I know where you're going with the Ciampa thing. But Ciampa came in as an established talent. You signed from elsewhere, not a rookie, not Soul, not I'm just starting my career, Sol Ruka. An established veteran came over, and where's Ciampa now? Oh wait, what's Ciampa doing? Do you know what Ciampa's doing? Is Ciampa doing something exciting?
Well, no, he's going to team with FTR in a multi-team match on Wednesday. He's teaming with FTR and somebody else taking on Edge and Cope and the Bucks, and he's teaming with the Dogs.
I mean,
he got the big 10-man tag.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Adam. In the simplistic argument, Boston, very much like, oh, well, this was comparable. But and then again, where did it go? It was how he lost, and it was him getting stepped over. It what like Soul loses, but there's a follow-up to it. It leads to Io giving the rub. It leads to Becky showing up. With Ciampa, it was get out of the way. Kyle Fletcher's got a pretty new pink belt. That's where he buried the guy.
It's McKenna versus Matthews. It's Mendoza versus Cousins.
Oh.
It's one of those. You have the rookie versus
what is
established what?
Nobody
after Otis. Nobody wants to fucking face this man. I'm gonna go find who. Come on,
this is better. This is better. Look, now the whole crowd's chanting as he's going to look.
And he's just tossing Garza's.
Garza and Berto have had more TV time today than they have in a month.
Because they're about to be out, so let's get the dollars and cents on them. I'll take on both of you. I'm carrying Berto. I'm going to bring both of you out there. I'm going to bring you out. I'm going to squash your ass, and we're going to call it a day.
Sorry, Oba, excuse me. Nobody wants to fuck with you. I don't know what.
This man just Debo out here.
Yeah. Look, he's just security with one hand. Oba. Yeah, I'm not even putting a poll up now.
This to me is great. It's a way to have him over without being in the title. Think about it. He's such a monster, like you even said. Literally, people are afraid to face him.
Right. That's part of it, Jose, for sure. But the whole thing, the crowd's chanting the whole time. And, if you just keep doing random guy shows up, it gets boring. So, and I know someone's going, but what about the U.S. title? Different situation. You want Oba to grow, and like you said, up it. Now nobody wants to fight him, so he's going to go look for people to beat up. And eventually
this is literally a 2-on-1, and even you got Corey Graves out there saying, this isn't even a match, this is a mugging.
Who beat Berto and Hobbs just did this, by the way.
Yes.
Hobbs did this last week. That's a little
the exact same thing. The exact same
people. And Oba gets the win.
So could you be setting up to
Oba
versus Hobbs? Dun, 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 dun.
No, because I think both of them are kind of. I mean, I think
Oba's no one can take it out.
Not there, yeah. I think that's a tough one. Again, as long as you have a plan, doesn't matter what Ciampa is doing now. He's not buried at that time he was making. How they stepped over him, but you gotta let it go. Let it go. It's they crushed Ciampa. They didn't just beat him in a match. It wasn't that Ciampa lost. It's Ciampa came in from the WWE and got stepped on, got stepped over.
I still say Darby's title reign peaked though with his match with Ciampa.
For sure. I mean,
Since
again,
it's been all downhill.
Ciampa's going to give you good matches, and Ciampa's hanging around, but they're treating Ciampa like Ciampa's the new Mark Briscoe. Since we haven't seen Briscoe, Ciampa's been doing Briscoe's job.
And Ciampa took out Briscoe to take his job.
It's love-hate. It's love-hate, Boston. Let's go. I like it.
You mean Toronto and Boston can't coexist?
Right.
Me.
No, I mean, I give Boston credit. He always trying to keep me honest. Like, hey, I'm not allowed to move my goalposts. Boston called me out. But
no, that's very much of like I said, of how the audience the chat will 100% of like, no, I'm gonna keep G-jacking you.
Asshole. How dare you?
All I just heard was hole. I'm like, what?
Asshole.
All right, there I heard that part.
There you go. The lady comes in a little subtle. Welcome
Whoa,
Anthony
now.
as well. As we're getting a grande package. Oba is gangsta. Poor Garza. Oh shit!
Yo!
Clap goes Ballard. JD gone. Dom's in trouble.
Is that like a bass drum to where because that man's head was so fucking big, it hit it and made that impact?
Right. Could they really make the hair versus hair match also for the title?
What?
Could they make this hair versus hair match also for the title? Like this biggest match in AAA history, the Grande versus Grande, hair versus hair.
Oh, mask versus mask. No, it's not hair versus hair, mask versus mask.
Mask versus mask.
You were thinking of the MJF. You were thinking of that.
That's
nonsense.
On me, y'all. I forgot the other company's doing the fucking hair gimmick.
Yeah.
Sleggings.
I mean, that would be. Mm-hmm. It's already your biggest kind of story in AAA. Do you like quadruple down?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, does Finn cost Dom here? Like, they just took out all Dom's friends. Like, they took out JD. So, like, does Dom drop this belt tonight to Grande? And we have this Grande versus Grande mask and title on the line. The biggest match in AAA history.
Undertaker Booker of the Year.
Right. A history is made on Raw next. First ever AAA title defense. Poll going up.
Yeah, well, they very much are not shying away from their AAA partnership or anything. As much as everybody thought that they were going to be the redheaded stepchild, they're embracing it fully.
Not only that, well, I mean, they invested in it. It would be silly. I know we've seen other promoters and billionaires.
Right now, sorry, I hate to cut you off with that, but I feel like that's already where a lot of people on the internet and the IWC already start to lose their argument, is they forget the second you say, yeah, but that would be silly, and they just miss that whole part.
Right.
Where does the logic end? Where does the logic start?
They invested in AAA, and there'd been long talks coming out of before the pandemic that they were going to expand. Those got hindered because of the pandemic. Post-pandemic, as I just love massaging the algorithm with those words. But post-sickness.
Well, we might be on another one, but anyways.
Don't start that. They, so instead of expanding, they bought properties, and there's still rumors that they might go after Noah or AAA or New Japan. They have bought it. Now they're promoting it, and they're letting it. Undertaker apparently is the lucha guru. Who the fuck knew? But at the end of the day, the man, it's good. They're promoting the fuck out of this. This is one of the most anticipated matches ever. Is that Brett Favre?
But no, I don't know of too many other companies. Well, I can name other companies that have had partnerships with other companies that they ended up leaving a bit with a sour taste in their mouth. Pause. Then,
right.
All due respect, I know that the WWE is like the Godfather. You come to me on the day of my CEO's wedding, but that I don't think that WWE is really beating down their partnerships as much as everybody likes to pretend that they are.
Yeah, for sure. Spaz with $2.79 in the chat as Grande, OG Grande, dancing his way out.
In one weekend, we get Lockdown returns and Toronto is SmackDown.
Yes. Lockdown's going to be cool. See what they do with that coming back.
Yeah, well, TNA is very much kind of taking a pivot now. surprisingly, NWA coming off the top rope out of Comet platform that I've never heard of before.
Comet, another one. Oh dear.
Yeah, but allegedly beating TNA in the ratings viewerships because wait, I thought ratings didn't matter.
Right. It's funny how that works, right?
Yeah,
WWE.
Sorry.
You got beat in the ratings. That doesn't matter. You're winning in the ratings. That matters.
Well, the metrics keep changing too.
Well, that system's gone to shit. I mean,
it's almost like they were trying to bend the knee to certain people, and then they realized there is no pleasing you.
Right.
I can't fuck this up enough to make you win.
There you go. MDB with a friendly tip. I appreciate that. Damn, even part-time Roman defending that title. Give Liv a contender now. Man, patience is a virtue, my guy. I want more. She was all over this show tonight. And their challengers coming from within the house, bro.
Patience. Yeah, the phone calls coming within the house, but they're building this up of this match on May 30th between El Grande Americano and El Grande OG. This should be a triple mania. Like, I wonder, could you do something that it's just a mask and then the belt becomes triple mania?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if the ball's already kind of rolling here, but it's like the highlight, the most highly promoted AAA match that I can ever recall.
Oh, trust me, I'm very much as one of those of like, I know it's sizzling and sauteing, but can you maybe just lower the heat down at least so maybe we can slow it down for a little later?
Right.
Like my Mama June needs to still show up. Can we, still make it still good for her? Hell yeah. MDB Boston, we will lovingly bully Anthony into watching Austin Powers.
There has to be a way.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to advocate bullying, but at the same time,
friendly bullying. We bully who we love.
What is that? That's a fucking we bully you because we love you.
All right.
Sometimes bullying can be positive.
Right. Sometimes it's needed.
Toughen you up.
Said lovingly. See, I'm with you. I got lovingly. I heard you.
There you go. There you
go. Oh, Bridge.
Dirty Dom retains. If he does, I could still see it. I mean, has Dom cooled off in any aspect? He's not regularly featured anymore.
Well, I think he's kind of done a lot of the work. I mean, he just came off Mania with Finn, right? So, I mean, I would say he's still featured enough. AAA champions kind of become a thing. So, I mean, ultimately, yeah, I think everyone he's not going to stay at level 10, all the time, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean, he also that's the thing is it feels super quick because we just came off of WrestleMania. So on one hand, it's been a month or so of TV, but at the same time, it's just off of the reset.
Yeah, are they booing at him the way they did a year ago? Probably not. But, has he cooled off? Not really. He's still cooking. I just think we got, we're not impressed anymore. We're used to
it. My thing is more of just we haven't seen him.
Right. I'll be right back, big guy.
Ochidote is we go to commercial break after OG Grande has been tossed into the turnbuckle. Christian Anna Pierce better find some competition for Oba Femi because Femi is dealing with black cats and voodoo dolls. There you go. As I'm in commercial break right now, as we are back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow for NXT again. If you don't know already, we do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We are the Wrestling for Life Network, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We cover more live wrestling than anybody else out there. And again, here all the way live through Monday Night Raw, back at it tomorrow, NXT, Dynamite, TNA, SmackDown. We got the memberships, we got the merch stores, we got anything and everything for your pro wrestling needs out there. But now these guys are making me hungry. Don DeMarco. I want Sheamus versus Oba Femi, but does that not feel like something we build towards? We could eventually happen. Like, we haven't seen Sheamus in a minute. So do we have that? Like, we've still got to remember SummerSlam, Minnesota, 2 nights, going to be a peak on a lot of stuff. Do we need to start saving a little bit? I'm not saying we can't do any cool shit now, but do we need to start building pathways towards the end game here? Do we at least need to get towards SummerSlam? Because that's the, like, even with Jacob and Roman, that would have been building a little bit closer to SummerSlam. I would have believed a good bit more that Jacob could actually, win than you're Roman's first challenger. I get it's a great story. I get it's a match I want to watch. But you're not going to win. You're not going to win on Roman Reigns' first challenge. I'm in commercial break. Sorry. I don't know whether I'm more captivated by Arby's beef paws or the trailer for the movie Obsession. Hashtag not sponsored all the way around. But SummerSlam, US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Where's Scott Woodford out there? Captain Minnesota out there. But could you get anything with Brock there? Could you get anything? Where's Gunther going to be at around that time? By that time, could Gunther have already beaten Cody and be world champ? It's crazy to really think of where we could be come that point in time. But I'm hoping the pathway is pretty solid. Backlash was good. Just don't fuck it up. How about that? Boston, it's played out because you won't participate. What did I not who participating or what? What now? The hills have nicks. The hills have eyes. I. Solution. Everybody. Paul. Can we buy moonsault? It's interesting. Like, Logan Paul's managed to work as a celebrity wrestler. Little Yachty's actually working out as a celebrity crossover. So for like every 12 attempts, you get like 1, maybe 2 that work out. So we have at least L batting average. 2 count. Debt. What? Jose. Who else is with us? I don't even know what you're on about. Michinoka driver 1, 2 count. Dom gets a 2 count. Anthony not watching Austin Powers as a character flaw. That's aggressive to say. I mean, do we need to sit there and go through like a members only of like a top 50 list of, the alleged greatest movies, the Meltzer list of movies of have you watched this? Oh, tosses that man in a fucking turnbuckle. Snapdragon. 1, 2 go. Look it up. Fine. Austin Powers 2. Yeah, make me want to watch these now after stream. Logan over Boom AJ. I'll give you that, but AJ Francis might be a closer debate. Grande going up top. But now we've got it's OG Grande. Christ, I got confused on which Grande. All the Grandes. Tornado DDT. The ref distracted. What? Gold member is literally peak Boston. What? Nick, I didn't miss it, but okay. My comment, I would best describe. So, yeah, I got you. Her skin has come. All right, that sounds creepy. You're talking about that. That's, Buffalo Bob shit. As I got Buffalo Jim Bob and Buffalo Jameson out there with the Creed brothers take it out. Are we going to get Creed wins the AAA title out here? He's going to try to unmask. 619. Dom's going to win on the distraction. Frog splash. The twa. So Dom retains, even though still have the Grandes kind of get involved. You have the regular, the Zero Merdo Grandes get involved initially, and then you had Cletus and Cassidy get involved. But yeah. You know what? I'm done with this. You can have that. You don't have to. You can have that and do you with Austin Powers. Fair enough. Well, I never knew Austin Powers would tear friendships apart out here, but we've seen it. But Dom retains as your AAA mega champion and very much still teasing into the whole OGO Grande Americano versus Americano, which Ludwig, I feel, has to win. Like, he actually makes the gimmick work. And especially if you're going to let him have a fucking run in AAA, if he could be the one to beat Dom and be their fucking hero. I can be your hero, baby. He could be the one that runs that promotion for a bit. For crying out loud, they made Vikingo a heel. So next Monday, Raquel. So we're getting the women's tag titles on the line of Roxanne and Raquel taking on Brie and Paige. Oba Femi's open challenge continues, and even Michael Cole saying, "Good luck finding somebody that's going to answer that. You might have to go knocking from doorbell to doorbell and find somebody who's going to answer Oba Femi's open challenge." That's a lot of fucking alliteration. Sorry. Jackie Redmond backstage. I really hope it's Adrian, Jose, Mom and Dad in front. But I feel like at this point, would this just be Mom fighting with Mom? Am I talking in the voices in my head? Who am I fighting with? Chris, now it doesn't feel like a big match, even though match versus match is the biggest match. Why? Because they don't have the title? I don't think it doesn't feel less than because they don't have the title. I'll say that. That's for sure. Nick thinks he's the mom. Am I the dad then? I don't know. What role am I playing in this? Director, I guess. Grande B. Grande with Ariana Grande as a special guest referee. Oh, Maxine in the cars. Maxine's been hanging around with Austin Theory lately, but yeah, so is there something going forward with Austin Theory and Maxine Dupuis? But Maxine was seen talking backstage. She was very much in that car, the stretch Hummer they were leaving with. Is there something with that going forward? Is that the most creative they've gotten behind Maxine at all? As I got Roman Reigns coming out right now.
Acknowledge me.
Our tribal KJ.
Tribal KJ, what's up? We going in the stretch. I'm surprised. I mean, again, it feels like lately we're getting these, 10-25 finishes on these shows.
Yeah, well, I mean, what are we really complaining though? With Backlash started at 6 and ended at 9?
That's crazy.
On a Saturday, insane. I feel like that was a nice little digestible, nice little show.
That was good. It didn't have that lull where I'm like, I'm tired of this. Like, oh my God. Like, it was just done. Like, I mean, almost maybe, you know, I could have gone for another
It
half
left
hour.
you wanting more. It left you wanting more.
Fair. But make sure you don't leave the fans hungry, right? You want more, but you want to be fed, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, and also interesting here of it's just Jimmy coming out with Roman.
Jay's still
is reminisce.
Jay's still in the parking lot waiting for Jacob, which defeats
Fair
the
enough.
purpose.
Well, I'm gonna go try and quickly reminisce with this man real quick in that parking
Right.
lot.
Maxine in the car. So if you're just tuning in, the Vision has left, and Logan and Austin Theory had Maxine. As we are in a commercial break for some of you out there, Roman still coming down the aisleway, Jimmy with him. Jay's still not there. So Jay's still not overly compliant with the chief, right? Like Roman wants respect. Roman wants the in-house to be taken care of, yet it feels not in a good place right now. He said earlier he can't get respect from everyone outside the family if he doesn't have respect from within. And how will this play into Jacob? I mean, Jimmy's standing at the back door. I have a feeling Jacob might find another way to get in here, unless Jacob drags Jay out here. If I am agreeing with Boston, you know he is speaking truth. Oh, there you go. What Boston? There's always a chance for something you never expect. I'm back again. Yeah, John, I had to get back here quick. Can't miss the chief. Dinosaurs literally had the saddest series finale in TV history. Messed me up for sure, dude, heartbreaking. I think someone in the chat said not the mama. But yeah, one of these sad, like, it's so crazy. Go back and watch old dinosaur episodes and realize, like, I mean, it just feels so mature, you know, compared to a show you would get now for that, you know, kind of that vibe. But yeah, heartbreaking. Maddie, 13 months. This channel is all gas, no brakes. You know how it is. Nonstop, more wrestling than anyone else out there coming your way. And again, we spend all our time having a good time. We like to keep the nonsense out of it. And we are rolling. We got more things coming up for everybody. We're always working on improving the channel. And people like yourself, Maddie, make it possible. A member for 13 months. Don't forget, you can become a member. Join us, like, share, subscribe, join the members only. It's at a very low cost. You get stickers and badges and fun stuff. And every once in a while, we do a members only when we can get it in. So make sure you join us there. Jay Mighty Sauce. But I thought Jimmy was a little sus. Roman seems off kilter. Jacob's nowhere to be found. He was told to not come, but he is being told, but he also invited to come. What is up? What is the story? Jacob stuff feels similar to how Jay acted with Sammy. Okay. What up?
Well, I could see you to where, like you said, to where Jacob is just dragging Jay down to the ring, but also Jay's kind of playing that devil's advocate on the shoulder and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I just think that a lot of things up in the air with this, right? Like, it feels like the champ just won the belt back, you know, the first family, quote unquote. It just doesn't feel smooth right now. Got some friction.
I don't have my family in order.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Damien mentioned the Super Card of Honor show. I'll be honest, I did not even realize it was this Friday coming up. Interesting card, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Is the Ronda card coming up too then?
The Rascals versus Shane Taylor Promotions. AR Fox versus Leo Rush. Red Velvet Viva Van.
Yeah, because AR Fox just won the belt off of Nick Wayne. # spoilers.
And my Netflix said, hold up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it said no.
On the biggest moment as acknowledge me.
Oh, there we
Now,
go.
I know two of your favorites, well, two of our favorites, the coach and the bro, very much said that people don't tune in to Monday Night Raw for Roman Reigns. And, got in the whole contract talk of that's why he wasn't in the June shows and now he is in the June shows. Oh.
As Jay waited all this time, I thought it would be on site, but he wants to haul at him instead. You heard me.
Well, I mean, would you really want to swing on site with Jacob? Or
Yeah,
would you
maybe not.
Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it.
Jacob walking by like Jay's not even there. But Jay's trying to get Jacob in order before he gets to that ring.
But is Jay the one I've been there, Oos, before? I've been there. I've been in that spot.
Yeah,
I've been the one that kicked back.
That definitely plays. That definitely plays here because he knows. And again, I mean, everyone's had their issues with Roman at some time. Jay, more than anybody, knows. And he's just like, don't do this. Don't do this.
For everyone that acts like the bloodline story stuff, like involving the Samoans is overdone and over redundant, is it that there's so much story to be told? Headbutt. That there's so much story to be told that you can just let it go.
As Jay has been laid out with a series of headbutts.
Hell no. You're right by no.
Jacob Fatu doing his best Rick James.
Yo, Jay. Fatu.
Fatu.
I was going to say, like you said, you want me to acknowledge you? You're right by Gorilla. Just go say that to his face.
Oh, now Jimmy trying to play defense.
Oh, yeah. What did you expect, Jay? Jimmy.
Jacob's a man on a mission. But there's got to be something here.
Clash?
I don't know. There's no what? Jacob's just going to roll in and go after Roman?
Target death grip again.
Fatu.
Listen, there's only been 2 times that I've been Team Jacob. They both happen to be for werewolves. It's not like it's a common thing, but it's odd that it happened twice.
Right. He's also a fan of... Oh, wait. I'm a fan of this. I actually like this a lot right now.
Yeah, these are 2 guys. They're just throwing hands.
Let's go.
You can't make me really that upset that I'm going to get Roman and Jacob because that is a match that since Jacob showed up, I've wanted and loved. Mm-hmm. So you can't get me to dislike it.
Yeah, and when you run it back, you automatically go, can Roman beat him again? Would they beat him again? What is up? Is there a chance? Is there a bigger chance? As Roman goes over but lands on his feet on the floor, Jacob.
Oh, going tope con Samoan. Oh,
Roman, Superman punch. Oh,
I'll admit the Superman punch initially looked dorky as fuck, but now Roman's managed to actually get it over.
My only complaint is I do feel like we get too many.
Oh, it's a transition for sure.
Right? It's just too many. Some nights it's all we get.
It's a super kick just with a fist.
That's just. I like this. Roman is beating Jacob in a submission.
I'm going to beat the brakes off you until you acknowledge me.
Now, can they gain sympathy for Jacob Fatu here?
I told you, I said it before, if I thought they were going to do the one of, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for me.
Well,
you want to keep your job? You better acknowledge me.
Yeah.
So I think it's fully, if you're going to go, is the first family heel? Do you try and keep them babyface, or is Jacob the babyface and Roman's the heel?
There again, it's interesting because there are some. Wow. Well, there was a pop for that, but kick in the face. Ooh, wop wop. Tongan death grip. Jacob's got him. Jacob has lost his mind. Jacob's got him. There goes
I
Roman.
I would have liked more if they pay.
That one works.
I would have liked a little bit more if it's Roman's not fully like fucking walking through and fighting through it. Like it just takes him down. Like it's mandible claw. Like it's paralyzing of this man fucking grabbing you, goozling you by that.
Goozling. There's a show on Netflix called Something Very Bad. I watched it. It's really good if you like messed up stuff like I do. It's got some AEW plot holes in it, but overall, Spaz, thank you for the 10 bones in the bucket. I just finished watching this. It's kooky for sure.
Fair enough. I have not seen that. I might have to look into that.
It's an okay watch if you like creepy.
Me and the missus last night tried to watch like the Lamar Odom documentary and realized we didn't want to be that sad that fast.
Yes.
We're just like, oh, can we watch something
right?
Out?
That nighttime choice sometimes you're like, maybe
I don't want to cry right now. Can I not cry? Yo, that's cleared.
So this, I mean, nobody's really run out to stop this.
No officials.
I would like to see some officials try and play some traffic here. But Roman and Jacob having it out. Oh, loading up.
Caught him again.
Yo. He's going to put him
that's
through
the
this table.
Thing is, I don't like that it's the tongue and death grip 4 times. It should be the tongue and death grip 1 time.
Yeah, against anybody, yes. Against Roman Reigns, no. Fight for it. You got to give Roman
hit him the powerbomb to the table.
Decimated.
Yo,
the OTC has been laid out. Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. No,
now
if this was the build into a SummerSlam right now, I would be my desk would be a whole other foot higher right now. Because, still going at him.
He's not done. He's not done. Jacob has snapped. This is the dark side of Jacob. Can the OTC handle the monster he may have created?
Just locks it in again.
I like to jump before it, though.
Yeah, but get this guy out of here. Well, then you got to get some Ming involved. I would have loved him. The biggest thing I would have loved with this is some runway. You have all the.
This is the runway.
This is an untapped potential. Let's fucking tap this tree dry a little bit. Let's let this kind of drip for a bit.
I think that's what we're doing right now. I know I heard another podcaster, one of the guys out there, kind of give that same opinion. But this is the right. If it stopped at Backlash, you're right. But because it's going past Backlash, we're on the runway. We're rolling. This is good.
I still don't think that Jacob's going to win.
Well, I do now think that Jacob's got a legitimate chance. Remember, Roman's going away for a month.
Allegedly. As Jacob licks the title. So there's one thing that with Jacob Fatu, and it's finger licking good.
It's facts. I like it. And the crowd's kind of in dismay. There's some cheers because some people still behind Jacob, but it feels like Jacob just stunned the audience.
Anyone that, again, was questioning that Jacob Fatu is a star, he's going back again. Yeah, he took out the whole first family, everybody down. My whole green screen's falling down. That man just on a whim, just Braun Breaker hip thrusted through every fucking buddy.
Jacob takes out the Chief.
And he's got spit and drool and everything all up on the side of his face again. If you didn't think this man was who he was, you were not familiar with his game.
See, I feel like the vibe is changing. And I know people are saying there's no way. But what if? There's no
this
what
is one
if.
Of those you can go and just lick and put your finger to the air, and the winds, they are changing out there. This man sit there, drool and everything, just getting power slides through everybody. and wipes them all out. If Jacob Fatu ain't going to be the guy, then I don't know what the guy is anymore.
That's it. And again, he looks like a force to be reckoned with. He took out both Usos by himself and then turned his attention, and he took a whooping from Roman to start that off. I know you want the Tonga Death Grip to kind of be more fatal, but I think against Roman's a warrior. Roman's Conan the Barbarian. He's battling out of it.
You just debuted it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, the top guys are going to struggle. The top guys are going to fight and not just take an easy go down. We don't expect that from any of the top guys. But I mean, again, I think we're rolling. Whether Roman retains as this rolls out, or Jacob finds a way to get a belt off him, just to kind of hey, listen. Triple H has been accused of being safe. Mix it up, surprise us. But at the end of the day, this is good shit. This battle that they're having is good shit.
Well, like you said, I believe now more that Jacob could actually win than I did going into Backlash.
For sure. I would agree with that. And I think the idea that if like they had just come to an abrupt stop and then like Roman moves on to someone else building towards SummerSlam, like a Seth or something, it'd be very disappointing. No runway. But I think now, you get it. Jacob takes CL. He's not happy. And he said he was a desperate man. Now he feels like a cornered animal and he's attacking everything.
Oh, well, that's the best way to put it. And I love to where he's sitting there, he's cutting the promo as he's walking up the ramp, and just you can see it click in his head of, you know what? Fuck it. And just runs down and let me just hit thrust through fucking everybody. Right. And just take that whole barricade out of, he said, I will burn this family tree to the ground. And goddamn it, he's got a match lit.
Yeah, that spot was so intense in the corner, which we've seen plenty of those spots. But Jacob ran through it with such a force. You're actually like, is everybody okay?
Yeah, but he took out Roman. He took out both the Usos with it. He didn't just take out one. He took out the whole family.
Everybody. And he said he was going to burn the tree down, Nick, and he has started swinging. So, ladies and gentlemen, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show. Let us know what you liked, didn't like. Give us your rating. And let's talk about it as we kind of recap the night and look forward towards tomorrow in NXT as Evil Nakura will
Nakamura,
right?
I guess the Rock's Nation allegedly, because now again the dirt sheets have to pivot. Of I didn't get it wrong, I just didn't get that right then.
They got 2 strikes.
To where that's now going to be the name for Takahashi that comes in.
That's the next one. So right now they're on 2 strikes because it wasn't Will Cruz, it wasn't Evil. So we'll just keep passing this down the line until we get it right, I guess.
They just keep check swinging, and like the first base official is like, "Did you swing? Did you swing?"
But the show has gone off the air. I told you it's a family feud. Now you call the authorities. Yeah, you let them have it out for a moment, and then you bring the cops in. I get you.
No, but that's even a deep cut if you do that with Jacob, because Jacob's got the history. Now you're going to get law enforcement involved with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, it depends how far do they push it. Right now, he's a madman. Does he show up next week and tear the whole show apart? Like, to me,
you see Jacob Fatu akin to Stone Cold Steve Austin in the handcuffs, getting escorted up the ramp,
shaking the hair,
and looking and smiling of like, ha ha ha.
Shaking the braids, just fucking.
I mean,
like he doesn't give a fuck. He could be that guy, and it kind of aligns the family in more of one direction. And it's Jacob versus the world right now. So how do they want to sell us on it? How do they want us to get behind it? Will really kind of, again, they want Jacob to be the bad guy, but I don't know. He might be too cool to end up in that way. And the fans might end up cheering at the idea of him being champ.
You're going to get that one more time.
Yeah. If Jacob wins the belt, I'll eat my words, but I'm telling you, man, Jacob isn't getting the Drew McIntyre treatment for Reigns. Lose to Reign. Prove me wrong. I'm with you, bro. Like, I mean, on you, there's nothing I have to use as an example to prove you wrong in that statement there on the screen, Nick. It's just we don't trust that they're going to break the pattern. The the main guys, the Codys, the Romans, they don't get, oh my God, surprise B.
The only argument you have is what if. That is the only case that you have is what if.
And it was it's a semi-optimistic what if, because there's not a lot of confidence behind it, but it looks great. But you want this to go. And I mean, what if Jacob wins it at Clash and holds it till SummerSlam? So he gets a 2.5 month run, and Roman's got to find a way to conquer the Batman.
Is that just a WWE issue of
it is.
When are they going to actually be able to quote unquote walk away from a Roman, from a Cody, from the established talent that hold the belts, that they don't hold the belts all the time? That's an issue systemically bigger than just this feud.
I completely agree with it. To me, there's a lot of what I feel is chicken shit booking. Like, be brave, shock the world. And so what if people get angry? Things aren't like etched in stone. You can run it back. You can make things if they go horribly, but take a risk once in a while.
Exists. A rematch exists.
Like, take a fucking risk. Like everything. I mean, and I've been very adamant about, Wednesdays being very predictable. Like, people are showing up and getting like 8 out of 9 matches on Dynamite, which is crazy. But they're getting 8 of them right because they're all bullshit matches. There's there's a lack of substance on these weekly shows right now. Of we're just going through the motions.
But don't you know it's crazy that Darby is going to put it up on the line every week, even though he's going to win every week. So is it really that crazy?
Right. This is what Nick wanted from the gingerbread man segment. Let's go.
Honestly, fucking yeah.
5 out of 5, 5.5 out of 10. Sorry, from Paul. He said it was boring. Have we ever seen someone so legit gangster? Probably
New
not.
Jack.
New Jack, yeah. Not in this environment or arena, but New Jack's a good argument.
Yeah, but no, fully Jacob is that guy. I've kind of said it. He's the Marshawn Lynch of pro wrestling. Sometimes you just need to run through a motherfucker's face over and over and over.
Right. Yeah. 8 out of 10 from MDB. 9 out of 10 from Jordan. So we're getting a different range here. 8.5.
I think it was a really solid show.
Yeah, I was kind of down on it. I think the ending saved it. I was going to give it about a 6.5.
Really?
The main event segment, I thought there was a big lull in the middle between like 9:05 and 9:35. That could have been an email. Like, I don't know what the fuck we were doing here for that stretch. Like, it was just a lot of just packages and ads, and it got really complacent.
We never got the Asuka return or anything like that. So
no, that's a goodbye.
What's next with Asuka?
She's taking that time off, and we'll see if she comes back. She's not officially retired, but the rumor is she asked for time and she's going to take it. So we'll see what happens there. 5 out of 10 from Dale. I'm kind of up to overall tonight. I think tonight ends up being 7. I can stretch to a 7.5 with my man.
I'm an 8.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of when I time pauses or anything like that. If I might have missed a bit more of the middle stretch or whatever, like you said, to where it was more of a layover. But I'm really excited with where they're going with stuff, and I think that for the most part that they're doing a better job of not hampering shows with ads, not over peppering them. Of the pacing's gotten better, I think, from WWE so far. I'm holding on hope that they learn and Backlash show them the right way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and again, there was definitely things here tonight that I liked, and don't get me wrong. And I really thought the main event kind of saved it. The back half, to me, I thought it started really well, died for a while. The main event kind of made me feel better on the way out the door.
Fair enough.
And I really am a huge fan of just the energy that Jacob and Roman bring when they're in the arena, the vibe when they're just.
I like that the main event didn't overstay it. Like, even you took your pause right before, and I literally was like, "All right, you got a commercial break before they're going back into the main event." They're doing better at, I don't want to say fully time management, but pacing. It has really been where WWE in the past week or so is figuring it out.
Okay. 8.9 solid for me, 9 out of 10. All right, so I was a little more down on it than some. You were up
Wait,
at
well,
an 8.
and again, though, like you said, though, does the main event carry a lot of
I think
weight
so.
for a lot of people to where
Yeah.
a 7 turns into a 9?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in ring wise, we didn't get a ton tonight. Like in ring, that was like spectacular. With the trios match was okay. Kind of setting up an angle more than anything else. So Ruka Io probably match of the night. Really, I mean, the Grande Dom was fine, but that's an angle set up for your other pay-per-view.
Yeah.
There was a lot of setups, which I mean, the good news is, like you said, excited about where this is going. But if they could have given us a little more between the bells, I think the overall show would have felt a little better for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I give it a 9. My favorite part of the show was Jacob Fatu. Yeah, Samoan Rampage.
But see, that's the thing. It's like I just brought up, and we were just talking about it. Did that main event was so good that it really carries a lot of that?
I think so. Like I said, I was with Nair, 6.5. The ending made me feel better. It was energized. It was big deal. It felt big fight. Like, but if that show had ended without that main event segment, I would have probably been about it. I thought it lagged. I agree. It kind of dragged tonight. I was, it didn't feel as amped for as long as it should have. And I felt the crowd died on us. Like I felt like they started well.
The crowd was pretty quiet.
Yeah, even during like the main event stuff, they were kind of like, But I think they're torn right now. They're like, we were chanting OTC, but this Fatu guy is badass. What do we do? He seems like he's being an asshole, but I like it. Where would he do?
Is that where we're at? Well, it's John Moxley just done better. This guy's supposed to be a fucking heel, but he sits there and he's getting cheered. He's out there being the fucking despicable asshole, the unhinged lunatic, the lunatic fringe, some might say.
That's crazy. A couple minutes ago, when one of the comments came up, my thought was, he's doing John Moxley. He's doing this is what Moxley sees in his head when John's doing, except John's going slow. Like to us, we see him moving and staggering and not selling, but in his head, he's Jacob Fatu, just decimating everything.
Ninja Master. Right? You just see him waving back and forth, but to him, he's Bruce Lee.
That's jokes. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what Moxley thinks he is, but Fatu is it. John's just acting, trying to, and he's a bad actor. Thank you, Adrian. 7.5 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Fun spots, but decent amount of low spots for me. I really enjoy the final segment, but I have a bad feeling we are getting the Samoan Drew McIntyre here to just lose to Reigns. I hope not. Now, we haven't. Was Drew on Friday? Have we seen
Drew's gone?
Drew's gone, right?
Filming allegedly. Randy's gone. Injury allegedly. So,
well, we don't need without Pat. We don't need Randy.
I should fucking fly to Canada.
I should have never
for saying that.
I truly don't even believe that. That is terrible.
Yeah, how dare you? Your tongue fought your own mouth for saying those fucking words.
All right, a bridge too far on that one. I give you it.
Yeah, a bridge to Terabithia. But I still think Gunther just beats Cody clean.
London Bridge? No, I mean again.
How come every time?
Cody's an interesting one because I'm at a place now where, like, I kind of want some spontaneity. I kind of want some, oh shit, didn't see that coming. And I kind of want the main event to kind of get shuffled. Maybe not as far as Tony Khan went, but it's just, I don't know. I kind of want more. I want a little bit of fucking spice to this life. Let's go.
Well, folks, for only $9.99 a month for a 12-year package, you can sign up to Mox Kwando.
Mox Kwando. Bro,
you can learn how to be a writer and a death rider all at the same time with Mox Kwando.
But someone has to track down somebody to put Moxie's face on Rex and make that a thing, that clip. With Moxley.
Bro, we can just start selling Americana pants and just call them Mox Kwando pants.
Mox Kwando. That is
just in time for 4th of July and for the 250th America anniversary. Wow. You can wear that to the UFC card. Yeah. You can wear your Wrestling for Life Kwando gear.
Yeah, absolutely. You can win it all. Wear it all.
KJ Kwando coming soon to the merch store, folks.
No, we started this with, I mean, yeah, my God.
KJ, fucking embrace it. KJ Kwando coming soon.
Jacob winning gives more options. I like the idea of, you know, you want Jacob to be a guy that matters, make him matter. And yeah, maybe you do get Jacob Oba. Oh my God.
Oh, if you get that, Oba's winning, right?
Maybe. Yeah, 5 out of 10. They need to do something
if it was Roman.
Bro.
Well, and even then, Roman Oba, when are we going to get that? Because they both mentioned each other's names. I heard you diss me in a song. So when are we going to fucking do this?
Right. All I know is whatever happens to Reigns and Jacob, MDB will be in the front line defending it. Oh, shill. All right. Well, that is pretty much the bottom of the chat at this point, folks. We are back tomorrow for NXT. We're looking forward to this one. Lots going on in the NXT world. Lots of new names and faces, and we're going to try and keep them all in order. Tomorrow night, 7:45, we go live. Go check out all the boxes down below. Go check our old content. Go check out our fun stuff. All in the links down below us. Beyond that, fun Monday. We're getting closer. Now we're heading towards Saturday main event.
More tune in tomorrow to where we put our rook in checkmate. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that race, you put about that more live with it.
Come back tomorrow. We'll see you on the flip side. Good night. You are so beautiful to me.